Bourbon bottle +1.
So, welcome back everyone to session number 72 of our Heart of Mora campaign. Before we get started with our session today, we will do a quick little recap and then we'll get into our game. So, where last we left off?
I thought there were sound effects.
Is somebody
sirens
struggling
already?
to get up a hill right now?
It's snowy out. So where last we left off, you guys had ventured into the hag's lair in search of her and Boana. After slaying your way through the foul creatures that lie within, you found a deep pool after long blast. And swimming down deep into it, coming out the other side, you found Ursela within her lair and fought her to death, where she finally died.
Succumbed to her injuries
I
of
like
death.
unceremoniously. She's the ding dong. The
Which
witch
is dead. Oh, Hundo Peach. Fuck. Hundo Peach.
Actually, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oh, it was like blowing.
The curtain was like,
Yeah, I thought that was a siren.
No,
I was
that's
like,
right.
yeah, it's gonna be going.
is it closed?
Spooky.
Yeah, because they like get frozen.
So, as you guys stand within the foul, hot, sick, wet den of Ursela, the smell of blood and death, moisture, mold, the sound of bubbling kind of from the various pools and the lapping of heavy water from the murky, large pool that you guys swam through to get here. You hear the kind of gurgling of one last breath from Ursela as Barrett puts her down. And that is where we will begin our session for tonight.
We feel that like presence in the moist air like slip away.
Feel that almost like as if you've been constantly being swaddled. This subtle exhale of relief, but her power still seems to linger even though she is slain. Get that sense that she's been here a long time. It might take a little while before that is completely felled and gone.
Or perhaps there's something here that controls the swamp and
Perhaps.
we need to destroy it or something.
We should still be careful going forward. There might be traps.
I agree.
So, I mean, as a reminder, as you guys look around the room, so you see, the large pool, two pools of like green, black, kind of yellowish liquid. It seems really thick and heavy and disgusting and foul looking. You see like tables covered in all sorts of different trinkets and components, things scattered around the walls. There's a lot of stuff to look around and look through. But what do you guys want to do?
Barrett, shall we go through this beast? Check her pockets. Her haggly pockets.
Does she have pockets?
There's always the
Just
prison
in
pocket.
Oh my god.
Which one's special?
Are you going to search your body?
Nasty.
Yes. I will not search your butt, though. I'm not doing it. That was a joke.
Only my own.
Only my own butt. I know where it's
Draw the
been.
line.
I'm gonna help with that as well.
So you guys
You did
can
search
go
your
over the
own
body.
butt.
I'll do an investigation check for you guys.
Do you want me to roll it or do you want to roll it?
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah,
So it
intelligence
says.
based.
Yeah.
I have a +6.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually very good. 1 second. I
have
have a +9.
Yeah, you take the
I
advantage.
win. Easy. Are you helping me?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, let's go. Dirty 20.
Okay. Kind of turn over her body. You see several deep slash wounds in her, parts of like magical burns to some of the large wounds. The body is frail and it's like picking up a skeleton almost, where covered in wet bags. It's disgusting. As you do, you feel like her bones and skin kind of like fall and like almost like holding up like really well cooked pasta that starts falling apart in your hands as you do.
I regret ever touching this goddamn body.
You hear this kind of like
I'm going to prestidigitation my hands and then proceed to green flame blade or firebolt the fucking corpse and just purge it. Like just unload on this thing.
okay,
Ain't about that.
gross.
Yeah, gross.
I think I might have went a little overboard on the attack on her, but he got her down.
Nope. It was nothing that this bitch did not deserve.
Can I search the lair for, like...
It would be more like...
Just say you want the magic items.
I want the magic items or jewels or...
Give me the shiny things.
Right,
Look
so
at the
there's
shiny
two
shit.
large pools. There's tables and trinkets. Like there's kind of a little corner of a whole bunch of shit. If you wanted to start looking through the corner, the pools, or the large pool,
Yeah, let's go over trinket corner.
big old table of stuff. All right, so describing what you see here as you go over and kind of start looking over what is in the area. How do I want to do this? Let's say a investigation check.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's probably the best course of action. Some of it will be relatively obvious, but some of it you might have to dig for.
18.
That's my girl.
So for one, you see a ceramic dish filled with various claws and fingernails. You see a cooking pot that sits above this, burning fire. The contents within kind of poke in. It seems like she's cooking up some kind of broth. It doesn't smell very good. You see a few frog legs kind of floating around in it. It does seem to be food, but disgusting at bare minimum. There are many peculiar items scattered around the table area that you kind of go over and start examining. You see bones of many small creatures scattered around, some in bowls, some just kind of loose. You see 3 frames of blackened wood with petrified skin pulled tightly within the frame and held fast with iron links. You see several bloated toads whose lips are tied shut with twine. They appear to be alive as their eyes dart from side to side. You see a jar of insects floating within a viscous liquid. They appear to be dead. You see a very large ceramic bowl stained well with black. The outside is caked in mold so thick that the bowl is kind of one with the surface of the table that it's sitting on. See, the mold has this kind of semi-reflective shine to it in the interior of the bowl. And you see a wire frame ball stuffed with various colors of hair, kind of some strands poking out still, all sort of coddled and rammed into it. You see a red and blue palm-sized box. Little wooden box, basically. One half is red, one half is blue. Looks kind of like a child's toy or something like that, maybe. You see a blackened, gnarled staff underneath one of the tables, kind of. That's the 18 investigation. You see a kind of a leather-bound
I could be.
thing basically flapped over. You take one look underneath the flap and you see this long, blackened, gnarled staff of woven branches.
No way that's cursed.
You see also a dusty jar sealed with spongy material. Within are several large dragonflies that glow with a golden light.
Are we sure those are dragonflies?
You see a large keychain filled with wooden carvings, scratched with meaningless markings.
Yeah, I know that.
Below that, like this is kind of sitting atop, see a small coin on top of this as well.
Small coin.
Seems to be of Avondale, golden coin. Just one single coin. And then this is all, these 2 items are sitting on top of a thick, musty tome.
Ooh, okay. Can I investigate the staff?
For what?
Are you gonna touch it?
I mean, it's just basically this kind of long, quarterstaff length, maybe twisting, woven staff of black wood.
I do. It's also a ritual.
Tell me about it. And I'll make sure it's not gonna kill us.
Okay. I let you know about the tome as well. I'm like, Lucian, the tome over here.
on the staff. Oh god.
Also, yeah, can you look at this strange staff and make sure it
Yes.
doesn't kill me while I
I'll
touch it?
I will gander at all the items on the table to see if what are magical.
Okay.
I will begin to use a ritual spell to cast a table magic.
Okay. So, as you
Steadfast.
do, your eyes kind of flare up for a moment. You see there are a few things that start to illuminate with magical power. One of them is the tome. Another one is the gnarled staff, the black staff. The red and blue palm-sized box. And the bloated toads with their lips tied shut with twine.
Frogs, magic.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like before we leave, we should burn everything that we leave behind.
I agree.
Can I grab the staff?
Oh, don't touch it.
She touched it.
Okay.
Okay. So you go, reach down, grab this cold feeling, hardened, petrified wood.
Okay.
Just
Hang
solid
on.
black. It looks like burnt wood almost, but it's solid and strong. You see like little sparkles of gems kind of encrusted within the interior of it all the way up from the bottom to the top.
You said her magic word. It's gems. Sparkly.
Can I check out those green pools?
Which ones?
The green pools.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a spear and like see how far down it is.
Okay. That's good. It's like poking into molasses almost, kind of.
Ooh, it's gooey. How far?
Seems to go down as far as you can push it.
Is there? I feel like it's kind of stirred around. Does it feel like it catches on anything in there?
No, it doesn't feel like it's catching on anything, but you kind of.
They didn't light up when he cast Detect Magic?
The pools? No.
Okay, cool.
When I pull it out, does the spear look like unharmed, or does it look eaten away at all?
I mean, it's got a lot of this gross liquid on it.
How much gross liquid on it?
As you do, you kind of look at it. Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana? I don't do that.
The one thing.
Yeah, right. Skill monkey can't do it.
You have a lot of Arcana checks.
It's int, right?
Especially because I used to do
Int, yeah.
Well, I'm
So
going to be
magic
doing
would
identifying.
find,
You're identifying
I'm
now.
doing some identifying now.
That's a 2.
Good boy.
Not entirely sure, but
The
seems to
staff
be
looks
kind of
unchanged.
almost like it sticks onto the staff before kind of falling back into the pool. Like, what's that substance? It's like it doesn't stick to the staff.
Yeah.
It kind of takes its moment to fall off of it without leaving any trace
Oobleck?
afterwards.
Oobleck? Yeah, I was going to say it's a non-Newtonian. That kind of gets
Yeah.
I think so.
So it's a solid when it's hit. When it's
When it's hit quickly.
quickly,
and
but
then
Oh,
the
yeah.
slower you
touch
go,
it.
it's
More liquid.
liquid.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's quite what this would
Okay.
be.
That's what I'm envisioning.
More that it likes to seem to stick to itself rather than other substances.
Okay.
Can I try to figure out what
Oozy.
this staff does?
If you'd like to spend an hour with it, yeah.
I can take it in less time if you like.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll be doing identify as a ritual, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be doing this for a couple days. Oh, there's a paper.
I put some of the green liquid in the flask.
Definitely for
Okay.
For me?
Yeah.
Does it go able to like without a hitch?
Say roll me a sleight of hand check. It might be
That
a
I
bit weird to kind of like, without it wanting to pull out, as you kind of cap it, you have to kind of almost cut it off from its...
Well, my
Body
idea was to
source,
use the
like,
spear again
stopping
to dip it in and like do the same thing and like
Okay.
drop it into the flask.
If so, it'd be a lot easier. Then I don't even know if you can technically fail. It'd be like a DC 10.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that. No, it's a 14 on die.
It sounds scary, but it's actually kind of...
Fill it up.
Flask of green goo.
Davina, this is something that would be very beneficial for you. It's tuned to death, some sort.
Each creature granted a measure of protection from death. The first time the target was dropped to 0 hit points instead of taking damage. The
like that
target
spell.
instead.
That word?
You can just ward us all from death. Not all of us.
No, I don't. Fuck yeah.
Choosing
Good That is amazing. Here, handle with care. It doesn't seem to be possessed or cursed. Seen.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find
Thank
out. Very welcome.
If you start hearing voices, it
I'll
could be your
go
father.
to the musty toe next.
Well, we killed her dead, so.
I apologize, but I must
Oh, yeah.
spend some time here.
Good times.
So this be
I'll see
considered
what we can
homebrew?
do.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I can maybe make it for you in there. You can have it in there.
Before you look at that tome,
Yes.
maybe you can look at these
Of course.
pools
The
of green
pools?
liquid.
Certainly. Does my elf eye see?
What's our plan for after leaving here?
They don't seem to be giving off any like specifically magical glow or what have you.
Okay.
At least by like with detect magic, assuming you would have had a look at them with that up.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then I would have done like a little inspection of my own, seeing what Kushaka did for his little experiment.
I'll just show him the goo and be like, look, it oops.
It goops.
But I don't know what it means.
What does it mean?
You can roll me an Arcana check.
Let's go. Whammy. 13.
Not sure.
Dude.
Not great.
It's, as far as you can be concerned, this might be some kind of strange hag shit.
I'm not sure what this is, Kushaka, but
Dip a finger in it.
we can continue our
Dip
research.
your finger in,
Do
Baron,
not?
or anything else for that matter.
Is it what you saw in your vision?
I don't think so. I saw black. Would the viscosity of it be similar to the viscosity of the black liquid?
Yeah, this would be the closest thing you would.
This is the closest thing I've seen to
So-
what I saw in my vision. No, I don't think so. Yes. this
Yes,
is
it's
definitely-
actually exactly what I saw in my vision.
Didn't you see Lucian or two figures come out of it?
Yes, this might be where your doubles were spawned from.
That's horrifying.
Do you have a vial? We could take a vial of it. And...
I have one right here.
But
So the musty tomb
to the
is.
tomb.
It reads magical. You don't like identifying it. Hold on a second.
You would know everything about this.
Spell book? What?
You learn
How
all about
cursed
it.
are you now?
Remember
You
last?
have to touch everything to identify. So.
Remember the last time I touched a book?
oh yeah, I do. We're not level 4 anymore, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
What? I forget what happened the last time we touched a book.
Oh, this fucking her soul left her body and
in the
Yeah.
she got screwed over
I
the
got
graveyard. Totally
Obliterated.
bummed. You did. Kaboom. It took down like 3 other people, didn't it? No, it was just throwing you across the room.
Yeah, I just also imagine that's what Davina says in regards to any book. Remember the last time I touched a book?
I don't touch those.
I don't touch books.
Now I don't touch books. I don't read.
I didn't
because
pay
of that
attention
very
in
reason.
class.
Books
dangerous.
give me
I have a
dangerous.
guy. I have a
It
guy
was
to
like-
read to
it
me
was
now.
like-
Do books,
It was like in the
kids.
tower when there was like all those books and she
Not
was
even
going to
once.
read it and Matt was like, it's going to take you like 2 hours. And she was like,
Like, never mind.
I have to look up what this might be, but because you would learn something
Then I
about
got
it.
fucked up by
But,
spiders. and then I got
it's
fucked
cool,
up
but
by
not
spiders.
It's a magical book of some kind, for one,
Yeah.
You learned the school.
and the school of magic that you detect on it is abjuration.
Ooh. That was not one that I thought it was going to be.
So it's as you kind of inspect it, for one thing, you see its cover is made of bark and fibrous plants that have been turned black with mold. Its pages are thick and browning and aged and caked with dirt and grime. Any title that may have existed on the front is long faded.
This. I do not believe this is entirely evil. I'll do more research.
Entirely evil?
I'm sure that.
It's still
Awesome.
like you haven't opened it or anything like
No.
that. You just
Oh, praise.
touched it,
Yeah.
examined it, or identified it rather, and that's basically
I'll
it.
read this in a safer place.
Well, abjuration, isn't that shielding magic?
Blocks, banishes, and
Shielding and
protects.
scrying, though, as well. Could involve some
did you not
witchcraft.
learn more about it from the identify spell? You learn everything about it, how to use it, and
It does say how to use it. But it's not like the content. It won't describe the contents. I think it's what Matt is going for.
Basically, yeah.
I know it's an abjuration book.
Well, you know, it's a
there's
book that has
a book that has abjuration magic.
It's in it.
Is it on it,
It
or-
might be
A trap. Also.
trapped. Yeah.
It's just glowing, and you can sense that.
Okay.
Maybe dispel it just to be safe.
Yeah. I
Do you have a slot?
I can't right now.
You don't have a higher slot?
I do actually.
We could do it when we get back.
Let's dispel magic before I even open it.
You're gonna use that?
Yeah. 4th level.
Okay.
Kaboom.
Explodes.
Use
No
it.
book.
Is it still glowy drip bomb?
I mean, you don't know. The sense of, I suppose, after the dispel, I mean, seems relatively the same.
Right. I will still
Whatever
only open this.
might have been
In a
warding
safer
it.
area. Yes, of course. Shove it in the bag. Put it in the bag. That's the way it's done. Bum bum.
What about this strange little box? Red and blue box.
And then bloated toads.
And those, yes.
Bloated toads. Bloated toads first.
Mhm.
Yes.
Identifying them?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you
Let's go.
use the toads?
They are.
Weak. 3 times.
They have an enchantment spell on them
Oh.
that makes them appear to be alive, but they are actually dead. They appear to have no other use.
I want one.
Wait,
Oh, I remember.
no,
The
there's
one that she
something that
exploded.
controls the Vanderhops, right? Doesn't she have like a guard over them or something?
Perhaps.
Not a guard.
Perhaps
but
this is a doll of some sort.
Mm.
I say we destroy them right now. Better be safe than sorry.
No problem.
Fake now. Would you be a...
I'm not touching those.
I'm not saying touch it, I'm saying smite it.
I'm not touching those.
Okay, fine.
You're the one with magics.
Did you say its lips are sealed or
Yeah, they're
sewn
like
shut?
tied around, like with twine, basically.
I want to undo one.
Okay.
Does it speak?
You pull the twine off, and this foul
Ew,
smell
that's not what I wanted.
escapes from it, and
Does it appear dead now?
seems to have dispelled the spell.
Oh,
And it's
I was
just
hoping
this
to get a
empty,
frog,
like deboned,
frog
like
hollow,
frog sock,
balloon,
basically.
frog.
It's been completely cleared out, and it's just it's like an empty.
I'm gonna
frog.
put my copper and silver in it and tie it to my belt.
Yeah, you can open up its mouth and like.
Yeah.
It's a frog coin burst. No.
Yes.
I could cast Gentle Repose on it, so it won't
It's
rot.
called the Bandercatch.
Thank you. That's lovely.
Oh, wait, that at all.
That's so lovely, thank you.
You mentioned there was like a pile of stuff in like a corner of the cave.
For 10
or-
days.
I went through everything that
Okay.
that would have been visible.
Bones.
At the moment, yeah.
There's bones. Power soup.
Was bone?
Yeah, there's bones from all sorts of small creatures
there's
and
additional
things like that
claws
that are
and
scattered around the
nails.
tables.
Claws and nails. 3 frames of
She's
stretched
digging
skin.
in there, that is.
Yeah,
That's nasty.
they're just gross. Yeah.
I'm gonna give the stew a quick stir.
Okay. See, like a few legs, just one carrot, just whole.
And once everybody's doing their thing, I will go into that red and blue box. And
Okay, that's
Identify.
identify next.
Yes.
Okay.
Should we keep one of the frogs?
Yeah, just in case.
What
I
if
mean, maybe
it's-
there's some
What if it
information in
controls
the
the
town.
vendor hubs?
Pocket box. Creature chooses items and use connection to the box. By doing this and speaking in captured by the box. It's a Pokeball.
But it's
Captured there immediately teleported to a separate pocket dimension stored within the box. A box will automatically close after the auction succeeds or fails if successful the creature is contained until released by the owner.
It is a
The box may only hold a single creature at a time. The pocket dimension contains breathable air and consists of 20-foot by 20-foot pocket sphere of anti-gravity black space. The
amazing.
creature may behave as normal while inside.
Ooh,
It's
Yeah,
a
the
fucking
Pokeball for
Pokeball.
I know, we could use that to
Yeah.
protect her.
It depends on if
That's the box.
she
That's the
might
box.
be considered too
That's
far away
huge.
from magic.
If only it was a
She's gonna
white
walk in the
and
bedroom.
red box.
Couldn't go too close to home. No, it's a Master Ball.
Very,
Oh,
Because of Pokemon balls, right?
Yeah. Oh, like you did not clue him.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, it's a. Oh, I see it now. That's very coincidental.
It's square. It's not a ball.
It's a square. It's a poker square.
Poke
Like,
box. It's poke box.
We have a master ball.
we have a master ball now.
Sweet.
Bear brings up a good point. Is the pocket dimension too far from the Hadron?
Potentially.
Let's give her the Hadron.
The Hadron is.
You wouldn't be able to move it.
Only a gnome can
It would
carry
be in the pocket dimension with her.
but we wouldn't be able to get it back.
I would.
Unless we bring
We can.
The
certainly
Fashir would have to
try.
come out, and then you'd have to go in, fetch it, and go back.
She wouldn't be able to move.
If it doesn't work, we don't have to do it. But it's certainly worth a try.
But also if we put on our
If, as well as memory serves, she was away for almost a full 24 hours before she started getting to that sick point, so it would be a matter of how long would you leave her in there before you would be
Situation if we
concerned.
need to for a fight, like going into this den.
Yeah,
So-
she will slowly deteriorate, but she won't die like immediately.
Who's gonna be? Only one person can be the wielder of this box. Who is gonna be the master of them all?
I wanna be the very best. I know what never was.
Because it requires attunement for meta purposes.
I do believe either. I don't think the box and the Hajun should be on the same person.
Neither do I. Which means I don't think the Hadron and the box should be together.
I agree.
If the box gets taken from us, then
Oh, and that's too easy to take the zoom. Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Because you're not carrying the June.
You're carrying the pocket
ball.
It's the same theory of how Claptress was going to carry the Hadron.
I'm really just asking because I want to be the first one to try out sitting in this box.
Of course.
Cats do love boxes.
I don't want to. I don't
I've read
want to
that
wield this
before.
box. I want someone else to take it, and then I want to jump into your box.
Perhaps Ashira should choose. She'll be the one in it most often.
Vashira.
Mm-hmm.
We all just like circle around her. Come here, Vashira.
Who do you want?
Well,
Who's your dad?
Pick your favorite.
Is she even going
Pick
to
your favorite.
understand?
it's not me.
I don't think it should be me. I'm very
Are you
responsible.
attuned to things?
I got a slot. I can take it.
Personally, I think that Vigner should be the one to take it. I think that in his own special way, he has Vashira's best interests in mind.
Of course.
And I feel if I were to take it, you would regard it as I am just another slave.
Correct? Of course.
Yes, precisely.
Oh, but it's different when he carries it.
Yes. Precisely. So, settled. Vignar should be the holder of this box.
How long does it take to attune to a magic item?
An hour.
All right. 1 hour, and then I get to go to sleep in a little round box.
Right.
While everyone's like looking at stuff and yada yada, I want to make sure my mother is okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, who's anything? She's like,
That's why I've been kind of.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah. So she's just been sitting idly and
I've been with her the entire
Yeah.
time. I haven't been looking at any
She's-
of the items.
I've
or anything.
stayed-
holding her right
Stabilizers
arm
now.
where her
Right, but
like
that
severed
doesn't-
hand
that
is.
stabilize is still unconscious technically. Like
Music's
Yeah, gotta make sure she wasn't going to bleed out and die.
I understand.
Good call.
We do the bare minimum here. in this
Right,
group.
that's where I'm going.
I've taken you out of the clutches of the head.
I
What
do
more
it
you
for
want?
bare minimum for people that I don't like.
She's just clutching her hand at her stump or her arm at her stump where her hand used to be, and kind of like, how do we get out of here?
We'll be able to find a way.
Thank you for coming back. I heard someone calling to me.
That was Davina. The tall one. That's not a lizard.
I thought it was the gods. I prayed for help.
You're still like, okay, Tim's 2.5. Everyone is tall to her.
I think I'm the second tallest, actually.
He's also not a cat. It's the one in the red dress. You've met them all before.
The only other
I feel like I'm
female.
having this conversation and you actually come up to me. I'm sorry, I heard
Actually,
you
I'm the
talking.
second.
Actually, I'm the second.
Oh, my apologies for
Not
the
it.
Alpha.
Thank you. Just
Just usually hunching. Stealth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Old man. I miss old man Chicago.
This stealth thing is hurting my back.
Why am I crouched still?
So I bump my head on the ceiling.
We were calling out to you to make sure that you were alive. Which you are.
Thankfully.
We'll
I didn't
be
know
able
what
to
she
get you out.
wanted, but she didn't want to let me go.
I think it might be better that you don't know what she wanted you for.
I guess she doesn't do that.
She might do it with one hand.
Yeah.
Phantom hand.
Your hand. I have to apologize. The reason your hand is missing and the reason you're in this mess to begin with is because of me. So,
Don't blame yourself, Tim. There's no way of knowing. These swamps are dangerous, full of all sorts of bads.
right.
It's just another thing out here to be scared of.
Not anymore. See that pile of ash?
Good riddance.
Mm-hmm.
The world is better for it.
I think you should come back to First Fire with us. We'll heal you up. And then you can leave after that.
How's Yospip? Is he...
Great. Actually, he's, long story short, First Fire isn't under Avondale control anymore. In fact, the people in this room,
Rodolphe?
know us. Yospip is one of them. He's in charge of labor coordination and he helps protect all the people that live there.
Wow.
Him and a group of trusted advisors.
You'll have to fill me in on how all this happened.
Sure.
Uh-oh. I think we'll be safe there.
Yes, actually. But you don't have to stay there. Just as long as you get back to health and then you can go wherever you want.
Sorry, Tim.
There's nothing to be sorry about.
I had a lot of time. My own thoughts. I'm sorry for everything, you know.
I do. I know.
If I could do it all again,
I walk over and I'm like, what's done is done. But I also like while you guys
thank you, Denise.
while you guys are talking, I also want to assess to see how injured she is. Didn't I like I gave her some healing at the end of last
pretty
session?
sure you healed her, and
I wasn't sure how much though.
I was like, wondering if I'm like a medicine check or something.
No, I healed her because I think she was like.
I think you did a first level cure wound.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, if I recall, you healed her like up to her full, and she's still missing
Yeah, I was
her
gonna say,
arm,
I'm
of
just
course,
probably
but
at like 6 health anyways.
Yeah.
Perfect, you're looking great, and then I leave. And I-
she's just looking like
Pat you on the
relatively
shoulder.
malnourished and such.
If we,
She needs a good like meal and water and cleaning up and such.
And
But
we'll
hand.
get you all those things.
otherwise, she seems okay though. How do we get out of here?
Well,
swimming.
unfortunately so. Oh, you can stay.
Just out of curiosity, am I seeing any possible like allusion to like other routes that might be in here?
No, actually, there don't seem to be any other illusions that you can see.
The hag swimming every day.
Did my water Pilates? My water aerobics?
Yeah, exactly. Water aerobics.
Exactly.
Gotta stay fit, man.
Just
She
her
was like
fucking
skin.
wings.
That's literally what she was.
Yeah, she spends too much time in the water.
She means the cap is the cap.
She's been living in this wet cavern for God knows how long.
Has
The
been
moisture's
outside
gonna get to you
because-
eventually.
Yeah.
Take your water up, Manu.
I am worried about this hag. Seems like somebody who would have a backup plan. Somebody who would try not to let death be the thing that stops her.
Well, we burnt her body.
But sometimes there are magical means of restoring the soul to another body. And she was growing other bodies. And as we know, we saw the piles. Maybe she is able to do that herself.
Perhaps we should go back to that room of the pods.
Yeah, but
We should burn those anyway.
Yes, we should.
I mean, I guess if you could put the soul into another body, but like the Davina and Lucian that we found didn't seem.
But to Kushagra's point, what we may be searching for may not even be here.
It's true.
She was an incredibly, whether we liked it or not, intelligent spellcaster.
Would I know if, say, somebody from not this realm was killed here? Would they respawn back in their home realm? Like, do they need to be killed in their home realm?
Devils are like that.
Roll me a religion check.
I heard you asking somebody.
I think I'm sure that.
I am, yeah.
6.
7 the
You rolled a
faintest.
2.
And I rolled a 3.
You're not sure if it would apply. You perhaps recall that existing in some form or another, but you're not sure if it would apply to this particular subject.
Okay. Because I know how banishment works, but I wasn't sure. Death.
Like, in terms of what you would know offhandedly quite easily, is that usually when souls are, like people are killed and their souls leave their body, they go to tributary to be judged and then placed accordingly in the tributary on either the evil or the good or the neutral spectrum, and then to be sent back into a body eventually after serving some time.
I don't.
So I'm a holy woman, and from what I know, she's definitely in tributary.
Well, for some reason I don't know how I kind of know this, but devils have to be killed in the hells to be actually killed. So a devil, if a devil dies in the material, they just go back to the 9 hells.
You guys have any information on this?
I don't know how I know that.
I'm not sure.
I don't love that.
Well, it's something.
But she's not a devil.
No,
She's not.
Something that we could do some research on eventually.
I mean,
It's something that Kushagra said
do some
we need to
research.
keep an eye on.
Yes.
Did you do your identifying spell on this frog balloon?
Oh, I don't believe I did.
yeah, didn't he say that it was
Yeah, it was just
It
an
was-
enchantment spell. That's it.
that made it look like it was alive, but it's dead?
It's all you learn from casting Identify on it. There are some limitations to Identify.
I think we should hang on to it
What are the limitations?
just in case.
Well, if I told you that, it would be a little bit
Well,
leading
not
on.
not
but, like-
necessarily though, because I used to be able to cast Identify, so Tim would be the most familiar with exactly what the spell could do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll read it out directly and then I'll let you guys determine what might be out of place, perhaps. As you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic-imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether it has any spells or whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature through this casting, you learn what spells are on the creature and affecting it. But that's all it says.
So I guess you would know what spell was used
On the creature.
on them to make it look like they were.
So technically, the spell in this instance wouldn't be working as a item. This is a creature. So you only are learning what's affecting the creature,
Correct.
which was an enchantment spell.
Yes. Go, we might know.
That's my assumption, at least.
Yes. It might be best to just release him. What do you think?
The
I
problem,
think I'll hang on to him for a little bit longer.
I do not think that if
The
it
frog
is
actually
some-
doesn't know what's going on. It's not the frog that's animated. Well, it is, but its soul is long gone.
If you take him with us, are you scared of the option that the Banderhops follow it?
If it is something nefarious, I know how to dispel the magic. Just pull this string here.
Don't do it again. I smelled it the first time.
Frag grenade.
Frog grenade.
It's just skins flapping in the wind.
Just guards like chatting, and there's
Like a
a
plastic
frog
bag.
rolls up.
Like a tumbleweed.
What's that?
God. Oh.
Stink bug.
Anyway,
It did smell pretty foul, but
All right. Well, either way, we need to get out of here, but perhaps we should burn what is in here.
I think it's a good idea.
I will place the toad, blue box, gnarled staff. You got the toad?
I got one toad and one toad purse.
So I started blasting.
okay.
Everyone back into the water.
Yeah, this place is wood.
There's some wood, yeah. Most of the wood that's in here is like
I thought we were in like a tree.
no. It's a
like
cavern, yeah,
underground,
cavern.
dim
Right.
Like
cavern.
stone, and like mud and rock and such. Most of the wood that's in here is like moist throughout. So like you can see where you're more blasting apart things than like literally setting them on fire
Can I
in most
see
particular cases.
any smoke that's being made? Is it finding an exit?
Roll me perception check, disadvantage. Well, true sight, I'll allow without disadvantage actually.
Where's my perception? Perception is +8, so 16.
It doesn't seem to be. In fact, the room starts to get quite smoky, actually, to the point where you can start to see it like hanging in the ceiling and getting slightly lower and lower the longer you guys are blasting
I'm going.
fire around.
Should we wait and hold the rope back?
What do you mean, wait?
What rope?
Well, for like everybody.
We had a rope
Tied on the other
that
end.
we were following along the side of the wall.
Yeah.
It's probably just loose in the water somewhere floating.
Okay, no.
I'll get my rope.
Good idea, though.
I'll just follow the same route that I took here.
It's
On
easy,
the side.
Yeah.
easy enough.
Yep,
You
yep.
guys. So one by one, make your way out. Come up on the surface. A similar cave that you were before.
Yeah.
What's the plan now? As like Johanna's like, but you know, happy to be out of there to some degree. She's like,
Let's,
"It's in the
honestly,
cave.
yeah, beggars cannot be choosers in this situation, unfortunately.
So let me
Kinda holding on to you.
I'll prestidigitation her.
The pods, are we taking care of those?
Yes, we should.
I do believe we should.
These guys going down to the pod room.
Yes.
How are you dealing with their ways?
I'm just gonna give you a heads up now. Like, if we get into another fight, I'm hurting.
Hopefully we won't. But worth it for you to be here.
Some sheer kind of like,
Oh, you're.
I'm hurt.
Okay, I will go on and heal you.
I, too, am not great.
Okay, and I will heal you as well. Actually, give me a second.
Try to save some.
In the missing HP, but
you guys are like kind of some of you drying off and such and going over, checking up on people. You're not suffering from your gaping wound still, but that's a hideous.
Yeah.
Like it's basically like you got shot by a gun. Like, it looks bad.
I'm going to mass healing word at
that one's a bit nasty, actually.
5th level. Who else needs it?
Me.
Too. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to give healing to everyone that needs it, and
How many
well,
people
you
can
want
take
as well.
it?
How
6.
hurt are you?
I'm at 26 of 75.
I'm gonna give.
Then I'll take
I'm
some.
gonna give.
If I can be included in it,
Yeah.
needs it.
I'm gonna give Lucia my last bardic inspiration. You can add that to your healing if you need it.
2 grand. Thank you. Come on.
5.
Thank you.
So you add 5 to whatever.
You are too good.
I can't give it to myself, so.
Oh, really?
10
Somebody's
words of healing.
10?
good.
So 15 is almost.
Great.
I didn't roll high.
Remember that your aid's still up for the next few hours too, right?
Yeah.
You cast aid on us, which is lasts for 24 hours.
Just that.
No, it wouldn't. But it's just everyone's maximum is different right now.
Okay.
Well, not everyone's. I shouldn't say that.
I don't think I was.
Some
I don't
people.
think
Is
I was.
anyone else
I think
still
just the 3 of us
super,
are.
super hurt?
I'm better now.
Right.
I'm feeling about half mast.
Oh, baby.
Oh, Barrett.
And because of that, I'm withholding. No.
That's no more healing.
I will. I
And
will.
you're done.
Cast
You're
Cure Wounds at second level on you again.
I honestly thought you were going to do the Toll the Dead display. Now! That's what you get for the bad comment. Toll the Dead.
You messed up.
I'll take your help and give it to me.
Vampire touch.
12.
You beautiful red woman.
Stop.
Alright, so.
Right.
Map.
back to
I'm
the
like
spores?
toddling the
You guys
sheriff after that.
So yeah, you guys do make your way down to the little
Spores.
You know the way, right?
swampy pools.
Yeah, put it up.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, that's what it looks like for those who weren't here when I did throw it up for,
How far
for
were
a
we?
minute or two.
We're right
So you
around
guys
the corner.
are right up
I'm saying
here.
how far were we off from the truth?
No,
I think
God, I have no idea.
I think we were really good.
It wasn't that bad for some of them.
Yeah.
It's this part on the right, the shamble tunnels. that
That
everyone got really
looks like a
fucking-
nightmare.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we all were in
Fuck,
it, and
shambles
it
was-
probably felt like a nightmare.
Yeah, it wasn't great. We're like, what? We've been here. What the shit?
So yeah, you guys go back to the spawning pool
Yeah,
room
close.
Yuck.
and see the 3 large flesh-like pods protruding, kind of
Chromatic orb. Yeah.
into the one of them.
Yep. At
Um,
second level.
What type of damage?
Fire. I feel like fire is gonna be king in this one.
Okay, well we
Attack roll.
yeah with advantages. It's like a station. Actually, just roll damage. You're fine. You're hitting a stationary object. It's fine.
I appreciate it. Ah! Oh, but I could get a crit though.
I suppose that's true.
You could also get a 1.
And you could get a 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll to attack. Considering you have limited spell slots, it does matter, I guess.
All or nothing, baby.
Oh my god, if you get a 1 right now, I'll just lose my mind laughing.
Advantage though, you know.
Yeah, okay.
The
Well, I have a 3.
pretty close.
Fuck off.
14.
Hits.
Podcast episode 2, they got a magic item.
You really cut them close.
You flip it and you get a 20 or a 1.
6, 10, 12 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Terrible.
See like a huge explosion, kind of a fire penetrate like this hole into it, where you see like a whole bunch of liquid just start to pour out of it, where you see like this kind of half-developed like leg come through with this big, huge, meaty thigh with like a half-grown foot attached to the other end of it. Just starts to go, kind of awkwardly kicking.
Banner up.
Keep firing.
Another one?
What did you say?
First level this time. Advantage again?
Yeah.
This one. 18 on die.
Yep. Damage.
That's 8 points of fire damage.
Okay. 20 points total.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna say Bashir is gonna fly over and try and do a breath attack onto that as well.
Thank you, Christian.
Just because she sees fire and she's like, I'm sort of jealous of the flaming that's happening. She's like, I fired too. Okay, 10, 12 more points will be enough to like, as you see most of it like take over and just kind of.
Yay, Bashira, you did it.
You see this like arm kind of reaching out.
Well, I couldn't agree more that we have to do all of them now. We have to.
There's only 3, right?
Yes.
So 1 down.
To the next one.
Yep.
Second level.
Can we help?
You guys want to attack into it? Yeah.
I'll start.
Get in there.
Can I go after the third one?
Shoot it,
Yeah.
gang.
And I okay.
Jesus Christ.
21.
Oh, she gets her breath back. Hell yeah.
I'll throw 2 over glass into it.
23 for guiding bolt to hit.
Okay,
That's
wow.
a nat 20 on one of them.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, well, suffice to say you guys probably destroyed the other, the other 2. Alright, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
If you, okay. Tim does like,
But yeah,
okay,
you'd have to
it's okay,
just walk
Hannah.
up and-
I'd have to walk
She's
up.
just like, why are we here? This is fucking disgusting.
Oh, God, I'm having my nightmare.
But she is kind of just like,
Make my dice just like.
but between all of you guys, you just go ham and destroy all of these, each by each by each.
John Ham.
As they're like smoldering and just the whole room is kind of lit with fire almost.
Perfect.
Look, I know it's gross, but it's necessary.
Now, time to leave.
Do we cave in the entrance on our way out?
No, we did not give in the entrance.
No, we put.
No, I mean when we leave, do we just cave?
There's multiple entrances.
We should still do that, though. Yes, I agree.
Buddy walking into here.
So you guys going out the black tree entrance or the water entrance?
I've done enough swimming today, I think.
Okay, so back out the. So you guys make your way through the tunnels. As you go through the which way are you going through, the shamble tunnels or the bramble? I guess.
Well, the
Shambles or the brambles?
Shambles or brambles. Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, I suppose.
The brambles are all gone, though. Right?
Either way, you'll come to a point where there will be brambles in front of you, if that were the case.
They were respawning.
But you guys burned them down, as you see.
Right.
They are not putting themselves back together as they were before.
The magic is
Terrific.
Waning.
So as you come to the entrance, eventually, and step back outside into the fresh air, warm night, pitch black, there's a familiar fog that hangs above the trees and around the swamp. Seems clearer than before. The air seems lighter. The swamp seems louder and brighter, full of life, sounds of life. You hear the heavy sloshing of something large beyond, maybe 50 feet away, just kind of traveling through the bog.
Is there any debris nearby that we can use to block up this entrance?
You would have to probably make some of your own.
I can punch down trees.
Take a tree down or something.
Start punching.
Okay, you want to start beating a tree down? Sure. He'll chop one down eventually.
Standing next to a mountain, chop down with the edge of my hand.
Say, as you're doing that, you catch eyes with a troll about 80 feet away who's just like...
No fucking... Nope.
The trolls tell stories
giant.
of the monsters that steal their hearts in the middle of the night.
We're the bad guys.
The little demon baby.
Okay.
Our
I know
hearts.
I'm young.
Thomas kind of
One eloquent baby.
is everything all right,
I love that.
Tim?
Sorry, what?
Is everything all right? You feel a hand on your shoulder. He's like...
I go to hit her.
Yeah. Yeah, just blocking out this entrance so that no one can get in.
We don't talk to her while she's punching trees.
I've never seen such a thing before. Stronger than me.
I mean, no, you're so strong.
Your strength wise, you're probably on par.
That's really rude.
So,
Everything's fine.
So as you eventually you punch down a few trees,
haven't stopped really.
you get enough debris to block up this entrance. Is that the plan? I mean, it might take about an hour or two.
Are we
Is the hut
setting up?
still
Are we setting up the hut?
I mean, yeah, it would probably still be there if it's got 8 hours on it.
We got the hut and
Camp out here.
Is
Yeah,
it
I
a
was like, we
dry
definitely
spot?
need to rest.
Is it dry?
There's enough
by the tree?
above ground spots that aren't completely submerged that you guys can make a hut no problem.
Do you think we should, not after? I mean, when we wake up, go by Swamp Town to see if she dropped off any people there that?
Well, they'd be free to go now.
they would not know that though.
I don't know if there's anyone there.
But if she was taking them and making another.
We don't
Some of
know
the
for
refugees.
sure that
No,
she's-
we
Oh,
don't.
the
That's why I
refugees,
was.
That's right.
Yeah.
It might be worthwhile to go through
No, I
Swamp
had,
Town.
I had forgotten about the refugees.
We are already here.
Alright.
Might be actually a good place to continue building a settlement and
Agreed.
try to keep it on the down low that it's a safe place. There's enough of a legend surrounding it that it'll keep most of the Avondalians away.
I had that thought as well, but if you can see, the fog is deteriorating. I don't think the presence here will be gone. We'll go and notice that it's gone now.
Maybe.
People will find out, and I'm particularly worried about one certain creature finding out. The big red one.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yes.
Shira just curls up on the ground.
Oh wait, what time is it?
Late in the evening. You guess maybe
Should we go to
11,
Swamp Town and then
12
rest there?
later.
How long will it take to get to Swamp Town from here? Like the plateau?
Let's. We don't need this no more.
Go to the big map.
As I recall, though, like an hour maybe. Or
It's
so.
the middle of the night. You didn't give me the exact time.
Maybe like somewhere close to 12, 1 o'clock. It's pretty late. You guys spent a lot of time in there. So to Swamp Town from here, a couple hours.
We could go there and rest there.
It's about like almost exactly 6 miles away. So
Avondale.
No,
Just to the
Swamp Town.
plateau.
Plateau, where is that?
Swamp Town.
Swamp Town.
Oh, the Swamp Town
yeah,
Plateau.
so it would take you guys about 2 hours, roughly. Give
We
or
can
take.
survive 2
It's
hours.
probably worth
Yeah.
it.
Alright.
Let's go.
And don't worry,
Rather than resting in
I
the
have the
swamp.
frog booting.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, right. Thank God.
Just tie it up. Fucking.
She
There's
wants
a
to eat that frog with
You just kept one?
Well,
Yeah.
one is my coin purse.
I don't like that at all.
There was 3 total.
I've left one behind!
Oh,
Well, it's
Can we
gone
say
now. It's
You
burnt
took
to
them all?
cinders.
Okay, sure.
He's all
One time, I'll
thought there
have
was
them
only
on my
2
belt
too.
like Pokeballs.
Yeah,
Now that
they
we
just
talked
kind of
about
dangle from the
Pokeballs.
twine. They're like, they have almost no weight to them, so they kind of bounce around like little
I don't like that at
partially
all.
filled
Fill them
balloons.
with helium. We'll discover helium.
They float.
and make little.
Or fill it
bubbles.
with acid.
Oh,
Throw it bubbles.
it just melts.
Well,
No,
I was
no,
thinking
it's not like going differently
This
in
would
my
keep
head.
the acid from.
But they've been hollowed out.
Depends on how strong the
Yeah,
acid
it's still
is.
mucus covering frogs, right?
I mean,
Oh, it's a toad. That's right. It's not frog.
It's a
Either way.
secretion.
So if you guys are traveling through to,
Guys, stop
shut up.
thinking about it logically.
I mean, it would be fun to make it work, so I'm down.
So, but
Fun to do travel through to Swamp Town.
Mhm.
Okay. Easy enough, as the swamps are a lot less dangerous as they once they were, and you guys have traveled through them
Still
before.
like to find a dry path.
Yeah.
So we don't get.
Lucky.
I'm fine.
No problem.
he
Who
wants
wants to
to
take the
take
lead?
listening almost
Yep.
instantly.
It's rather check.
Guidance.
Hints?
Do it, baby. And your D8.
Yeah, I don't get my D10 yet.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Going
Well, we haven't leveled up yet.
I mean, nap.
It will be a D10 now.
Oh.
That's dope.
Can I use lucky? Don't use my last lucky. Even when it seems like it's gonna be close. 13.
Okay. Take you guys an extra hour, unfortunately. Is you're trying to find the driest path. You end up doing a lot more left, right than you do direct path route to find the driest route. But as you guys start getting close, you see the crest of the plateau that is Swamp Town. A few of the ramshackle buildings kind of silhouetting in the darkness of the night. As it's a fairly cloudy night, it's not a lot of moonlight, but there is a little bit. So you see the kind of beams of white light kind of cascading down over top of it. Seems vacant of life as you guys start approaching.
It is in the middle of the night.
Well, the last time we kind of slipped into to sleep overnight.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also burned into all of our memories.
Pun intended?
You got
Okay.
it.
Should we check the close? Like, how fresh? Are there any fresh footprints or like?
Yes, we'll sniff around. Fresh prints.
Oh, God. Give me a survival check.
Take a d6 of damage.
That was
That,
fun.
that one.
I mean, it's fairly boggy. It's hard to track things through here anyways, but
You
you
are
don't
fine.
see anything that would draw your eye immediately.
We could just set up the hut in the middle of the
Yep.
middle of the town.
Mm-hmm. We need to rest. We can't go on there.
Now, what do we do if we get woken up by villagers?
Don't.
Not burn them down. Yes.
They're also not in
Just for you,
Ursela anymore. So.
Yeah, we all had a.
Okay, so you guys travel up, see the burned down, smoldering pile of ash that was the large manor in the center on the higher plateau.
Still smoldering.
Strange sensation as you kind of approach it. The dead quiet. Only the sound of the swamp, crickets around you.
Should we have someone keep watch? Like a
4 on, 4 off wouldn't.
yeah.
Should
You
probably
don't mind?
always do that.
Okay.
Okay.
We have
Who
things
wants
that
to go
aren't
first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I will, once I set up the tiny hut, I will step outside it and regard the book, the Mossy Tome. So I'll be a safe distance away.
Okay, the mossy tomb.
The musty
Mossy
tomb.
Musty
Oh.
Tome. If it's a tomb,
Musty tome.
I don't want it.
Yeah, you're carrying around.
I'm carrying it.
Oh god.
It's one of the, it's a tomb in a book.
Yeah, tomb in a book.
Dome.
Book in a tomb was what got to Venus.
Okay, so
Yep.
you set up the tent. The rest of you guys kind of settle down inside. Shira falls asleep like immediately. She's like, was probably being carried by someone and falling asleep on their shoulder, like, you know, like
I cuddle up next to her.
a baby. She's like, see a little bit of fire come out of her mouth.
And I cuddle up next to her. I'm Big Spoon.
I don't want to be in front of her. Wake up with no hair.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Lucian, you go a safe distance away. What, 30, 40, 50,
I do 20.
20 feet away?
Just fly
Okay.
straight.
Just kind of sit down,
Yeah.
put the tome in front of you.
Yeah.
What do you want to do next?
I wish to open it.
Okay. So as you
Regard its contents.
kind of put your fingers along the gross, caked, molded edge, you hear the kind of cracking of paper almost as you begin to open up the top. As you do, you hear this horrible squelch. This. Need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That scared the shit out of me.
That was great.
Sorry, Nick.
I knew we weren't going to hear the last
You're only 20 feet
cackle.
away, so it would.
Wisdom save?
You haven't fallen asleep yet, I'm assuming. You all are just kind of calm.
It depends on how soon after. You
Right.
Did you do it like right away?
Oh, brother.
16. Yeah.
So, guys, those of you who are in the tent right now, you hear this screech that, like, literally scares the shit out of you.
Oh god, she's back!
I knew it.
And you just see Lucian's sitting in front of the tome before his body just falls back.
I start running
Just-
towards him.
I run out to see what the fuck happened.
Let me
Also,
make this
doesn't the hut go down if you leave it?
check. Is the hut? The
No.
No.
hut goes down.
I thought the
While he's casting, yes.
Oh, I thought the caster had to stay in it.
It does go down though.
Oh.
The hut goes down because it's not
18.
concentrated.
Yeah.
He's dead.
What the?
Oh.
Okay.
Dead or just
Like-
unconscious dead?
No, did.
He is dead.
We did it.
His eyes void of life.
Well, I
As you see the book
obviously-
sitting open in front of him.
I'm gonna kick the book kind of like off to the side.
I
Slides.
start revivify.
Okay.
I just had to touch the book.
You did.
Don't touch bugs.
Davina's just like.
Not even one.
Not even
Davina's
once.
like, I fucking told you not to touch that damn book. Books bring nothing but.
I fucked around and I found out.
So I cast
What?
revivify.
Oh, that's not great.
How long does it take to cast?
Into the tent.
It's just one action.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take out a diamond and kind of.
Yep.
You see it kind of almost dissolve in your hand over top of Lucian's body.
That's it. Pull the death out, man. I don't know how this works.
As life returns to Lucian.
Oh, you
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
You
Jackass.
stupid.
You feel the air come within you again.
How's this one? We just used a very expensive healing potion on you.
Davina's just like, I told you not to touch books.
Found the secrets to her power.
What?
Do you know Kung Fu?
I do.
Do I know Kung Fu? What did I see?
Nothing.
What would have happened
Darkness.
if we didn't wake up?
That's a great point.
I mean, I could bring you back, but
Now that we're here, do you want to try again?
I feel
The book's still laying like partially open, just kicked aside a little bit.
can I see what's on the page? Like, I'm not touching it. I just want to see.
Don't look at the book. You're the only one who can bring people back to life.
She's already looking at the book.
You take a peek.
I have
Roll me a
the
perception check.
I have the parrot.
Yeah,
Roll
but if it
low.
was
It
death,
stabilizes me.
but if it's death stabilization, I don't think it's
Perception?
Right.
25.
gonna, death isn't going to help with the parapet.
Death.
See, the pages are filled with symbols and scribbles, drawings scratched into it. That's all you see.
I think we should burn
Burn
that
it.
book.
Slam it shut.
You're slamming it
No,
shut.
don't touch it.
Do not touch it. Burn it where it lies.
Might be useful.
For what?
Dying.
Give somebody to read. We don't want to ever read a book again.
Maybe it was like a one-time use thing.
Could have been.
Yeah, do it again.
I could try it again.
You sound stupid.
If you die again, you owe me 300 gold worth of diamonds.
We have so many diamonds.
How is this?
Yes.
What's a little death?
I'm not saving them
How's
for
that so hard
stupidity.
to-
Does he not have a roll on the chart?
Not for this. It's a little bit different.
It's not a wound, it's just dead.
Oh, I'm just
Flatlined.
asking.
Heart attack.
It's basically,
I'm just asking.
Totally fair.
You
Totally fair.
died.
Totally fair. Totally fair. No.
oh,
I
actually, you're not.
what? Touching it?
You're not fine.
Just use your staff on him.
Exactly.
Yeah, you only have 1 health right now.
Don't touch it. But also, I use the staff on him.
Okay. I'm assuming you attuned to it.
Yeah, I would have attuned while we were.
Right, you guys took like an hour to mess around.
Yeah.
Okay. So you cast, you expend a use.
I know, right? Apple. All right. I'm ready. Let me try this again. Next page.
Well, I'm like so many feet away from this.
I'm back in the hut.
There's no
But I'm like,
There is no
there's
hut.
no hut. I'm like 50 feet away.
I'm gonna find a log that I can like peer over from a distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like watching an atomic blast.
Oh,
Is anybody in the area, I suppose?
I'm backing up.
so do 20 feet.
Okay.
Maybe 30 feet this time.
Jared?
God, maybe 100 feet. God damn.
I'm going by somebody else. I don't.
I'm bringing Johanna with me.
I'm just being why are you looking at the book again? Just burn it where you said we should burn it where it lay.
I know, but curiosity is getting me now.
No.
Curiosity.
I will protect it. I'll actually cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
And I will touch the book.
Barry, you're the king of big red buttons.
And I'm saying that this is a bad idea.
You're-
This is how it feels to be
People
on
in
the other
glass
side.
houses.
Yes. What are you gonna do? Kill me again?
Yes.
Stop sounding cocky.
Yes. He will.
I dare you.
Oh shoot, I'm out of spell slots. No, I'm joking.
I mean, it was possible.
I was scared that you were going to be when.
Rough.
So, as you
I
touch
have
the book,
1/5 left.
Yes.
nothing happens.
Okay.
You start leafing through pages. Roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh. It might have been worth
This
it.
is better than last time.
What's happening?
Better than last time. Arcana check. +9. Don't be shitty. 16.
You were shitty.
Shitty again! Back off.
The scrawlings inside seem to be no language that is certainly not recorded if you've ever seen one before, but
I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear, and you also understand any written language that you see.
say a lot of it isn't necessarily language. It seems more symbols and chaotic direction. But with a 16, you're not really able to decipher too much about the intentions behind anything yet. You would need more time with it. Like with 16, I'm allowed to kind of like determine, basically, if you want to put in some time to study this, decipher it, about 300 hours, you would successfully be able to understand the details of it.
If I continue to read at 16 Arcana checks, or is it?
You would have to spend some time with it each day.
300 hours?
About 300 hours worth of study time, and you'd be able to understand the intention of this book, whatever's within it.
I feel that power that surged through me just then was a one-time deal. There could still be secrets held within the stone.
It's over a month of studying for 8 hours a day.
I can do that.
Really nerd shit.
Cramming.
I mean,
This is
what I
all
do.
going in your favor. An entire month.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, with 16, you don't really... You're not going to get much out of it from that.
Perhaps Gaius and I can put together. Brainstorm. Brainstorm! Call me Brainstorm!
you're going to finish it and be like, guys, I figured it out. Whoever finishes reading this book will turn into the hag. What?
Wait, I'm already clapped. Yes, I can't be the hag, too.
I am all the things. I can be the Dragon Rider.
I am the
I can be
Grey Hag.
Resnick.
You're the next
Ursula the Grey.
BBB2.
Yeah, mechanically speaking, so each time you sit down to study with it, with maximum of 10 hours per time spent, you need to make an Arcana check to successfully decipher
qualify for that
portions
day?
of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Show what you learned.
Could you put it in the hut, please?
Yes.
So we can go to sleep and then get out of this hell.
also, I will cast Cure Wounds on you since I am going to sleep. Don't do anything else stupid. I'm running out of spell slots.
I will stop tampering with the hag stuff. Yes.
As you turn one more page, you're like,
Just what the fuck is that?
it's just a picture of a frog. Like,
Frog.
what does it mean, though?
6 on the first,
Oh,
and
it's a
then I'll
book.
expend another.
3 or 4 pages.
Oh, it is.
Man, I'm rolling like trash. Oh,
So
good,
it's a bit
that's full.
wacky.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So 19 in total.
Whoa, what the fuck? That's weird. 19 in total? Thank you.
You know, 20 of.
You what?
Do that 20.
Yes.
Yeah, what's better
It
than
was just
one?
really
Oh,
weird.
yes.
I did the health thing wrong, and then when it went, like I took off the A thing,
Oh, yes.
and it would went back to
I
your
wonder
normal
if you
health, and I was like,
died.
"You've taken 281 damage." I'm like, "What is that saying?"
I think I did, but that was only a second ago.
No.
How did you
Only
know?
a split second.
Congratulations, Kashaga. You're the only one out of us who hasn't died.
Really? Officially?
Yeah,
Officially.
yeah, officially.
I'm one of you guys now.
You're dying on the inside.
It's not the best.
It's not.
I don't know.
I refuse to die again.
I've done it a few
I
times.
just blacked out. Yeah.
Because I haven't gone through all of my 9 lives yet.
Hey.
Hey, Vignar, do you have that box working yet?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay, I climb back into the hut and
Yeah,
I
we're going back.
go
I'm just
back to
scratching
sleep.
at the door of the box.
Time to sleep. Stop.
So, Lucian watching on the first round.
Correct.
Who's taking
Drops the
second
tail
watch?
over.
Davina, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, as you guys bed down for the evening,
I want to sleep in the box.
the hours pass by quietly. You hear these. You see, like, Bashir kind of kicking in her sleep.
Showing dragon news.
See Vignar also kicking in his sleep a little bit.
Oh my god!
Eventually, though, day comes. You guys finish your long rest
Fuck yeah.
and level up to level 11.
Hey!
All right.
Roll for
die, hit
speed.
die,
Yeah,
hit
let's
die.
do our hit die. We'll take a break while you guys get your. So, as we come back from break, you guys wake a little bit later in the day than you normally would, as you guys didn't get to bed until a bit later, but it's not like it's afternoon. It's, 9, 10 a.m., something like that. And the 4th Eve's Day of Guola.
Holy crow.
So you have Bashir kind of like poking away at you. Ina. Ina. Hungry.
You're hungry? Well, let me see what I can find you. Big now, do you have any meat?
I can go find some.
Is there any movement in the town? Like, anybody that came out and seen that there's a bubble in the middle of this?
Did.
You guys were keeping watch. High enough perception seemed to be in it. Off of just passive. Nothing seems to be coming up this plateau throughout the course of your rest.
What's the fog look like right now?
It's clear as day. Like you can see across. So as you guys wake up, and you're on this plateau, so you can see out more or less over the canopy of the various trees that kind of sparsely dot this bog. For the first time ever, you see beyond. You see out. You can see the water reflecting off of the various sparkles and surfaces between those gaps of trees that you can see. Say, like, some of you might be able to see large trolls, like, moving around, a few hundred feet away or something like that, just kind of going about their day.
Swamp things.
Yeah, but the obscurity of traversing this morning seems not an issue at all. You can kind of see the road that goes down, disappears after a while out of line of sight, but you see a largely clear path south out of town.
Breath of fresh air.
This is wonderful.
You like birds kind of.
Venturing for
Leave the swamp.
Bashira.
Come back from this.
Hunting?
Yep.
Okay. Probably take a few hours to go and find something and
Yeah.
bring it back, but you can do a survival check for me. As Vignar kind of leaves for the morning to go fetch some, hopefully, meat.
10.
Okay. I've been gone for a few hours, probably like 4 hours.
Where is
I'll do some reading.
Reading? Sure. You want to put in 4 hours worth of time?
Correct.
All right. Actually, do you want to pass me a
296?
actually, if you want to keep track of time.
I'll do it, yeah.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
It's not, baby. It's a new day. Nat 20.
Nice.
No problem. Okay, so
29.
you succeed for this duration. So you get 4 hours banked. Anyone else would like to be doing anything in this time?
You get double time if you roll an
And the
after.
next. And the next.
No, you just pass.
8 hours, Bruce.
Come on. Come on. Give him double time.
We love OT here. I'll unionize this party so fucking fast.
It's a stat day in Guoda.
Exactly.
Get double
Take time
pay.
and a half.
How are you guys?
I guess I create food and water for everyone.
Okay, so Vignar comes back 4 hours later, and y'all are like, ah!
That was great. Just like picking the last of the
Hey, Bashira
full
is
ones.
Sounds like 4 small birds.
Bashira is like brown belly.
Took you all day, like pretty much.
I'm sorry, I forgot to let him pet it.
You're lucky I enjoy this.
Okay. Hey, it's stimulating for you, correct?
Tim, do you mind doing an experiment with me?
I've been known to do one or two in my time.
I'm gonna, during the start of the 4 hours,
Sure. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why it's
I'm
been
going
after
to
I've lost those buildings, but true.
sit down and kind of concentrate, and this whirl of fire just appears in front of me. And almost like a small pseudo-dragon looking flame comes out holding a small box. I'm casting Speedy Courier,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put just what do I got on me? A bag of ball bearings into the chest to Timdell. It closes, disappears, and reappears right in front of you. And in your head, you know exactly what's in them.
It's ball bearings. Are they for me? They're for me now. Can I open the chest?
Yeah.
Oh, they're mine. Thank you.
Kind of swirl
I'm
of
literally
fire,
putting
like.
this in my
Put the ball bearings on your knuckles.
Does the chest remain as well, or is that
As
part
soon
of
as
the spell?
as soon as everything's out of the chest, disappears.
So the chest is part of the spell.
Yeah.
Cool.
Still.
Bit of smoke, kind of.
That's
It's
a
like
neat trick.
whisper.
Yeah. No, it's kind of base. I don't know. I don't know how I know how to do that.
It's fabulous.
I woke up feeling like I can chop a little harder now.
But
You want to, I have an experiment.
Oh.
Give me your face.
It's called punching.
I think as long as I send this to somebody on the same plane as us, I can send this to anybody.
Think of the pranks we can pull with this.
They would know it's from me, and they
What
would
if
know
you just
what's,
said the
what's
chest, but there was
in.
nothing inside?
They would know what's in the chest, and they would know
Nothing.
that it was from me.
Hmm.
I could send this anywhere to anyone. Letters, objects,
That's great.
It's fabulous.
Troll hearts.
troll hearts.
Your own poop.
That's a great prank.
They would know though.
Gaius would never say
That's
that.
part of the prank. Because then they'd be like, I know that this is his poop, but how do I know?
No, wait. Even better if we make it someone else's poop.
Why is Barrett sending me Timdell's poop?
Exactly. Hilarious.
This is
A little
the
rabbit
skin
trap.
of a hag? What?
That's
Oh.
great.
Baffling.
I have no idea how I knew how to do that.
Well, there goes one spell slot.
What if you put something in the box that you don't know what it is? Do they know exactly what's in the box?
Well, they know who it's from.
No, but you said you also know exactly.
They know
what's in the
exactly
box.
what's in the box.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
even if I don't
too.
know what's
So
in the
yeah,
box.
Like
Bashir
a cheap
goes and
identifier.
just takes a
More
poo right
expensive
in
than-
front of you,
Alright.
kind of.
No, thank you.
Good job, Pooper.
You did good, Vashira.
Like pushes it towards you with like one claw. Just
I prestidigitate her claw.
Why is it like hard? You're like pushing hard.
like smooshing it across. Yeah.
Oh, no, Bashir, because someone
What a
got his
fiber
poop
to
all
diet.
over
No,
her
I
claws.
prestidigitation it.
You see her kind of like prestidigitate her hand as well. Shit are clean.
Clean. That's icky.
I mean, I wouldn't put my fingers if I had just poop on them, but you know.
Us animals have to clean ourselves
To
somehow.
each their own.
She's a baby dragon.
Where should we go?
And in the rest of that time, I'm
Back to
gonna
first
I'm gonna
fire.
do a short rest to recover that
fire.
warlock spell.
Back to Free Heartport. Johanna needs somewhere safe to stay.
Right.
We did send word back after the orcs, right? That they're. Did we tell them
Yeah,
that there's no
the
orc
big sent
army
half of,
invading?
Sense.
The newts.
and then half to.
With us.
And the other half are outside of Castle Lavendale.
Yes.
Watching.
Right? Back to Free Heart.
Alright.
Okay. So you
Might
guys
be worthwhile. Are they to stay there?
Yes.
Start our long trek home.
It is a bit of a long trek. It'll take you guys, I think it's 2-day journey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6,
Oh, right. They
7,
took the horses back after the
8.
bridge. Or before the bridge.
Yeah, they did.
I was like, why?
5,
This didn't take that long last time.
It'd be like
24.
It took long for you peasants. It'd be a little fun that.
if you want to carry.
Can you remember the last time that
I'm
happened? You went to the
totally
top of the mountain and we were all like,
Oh, 6
The only
times
reason I
8.
did
And then Rowan couldn't be even equal to.
I didn't want
I
Vigna
was like,
to
that doesn't
murder me.
math correctly.
It's 60 miles, right?
6 times 8. 48 miles. So it'll take you guys 2 days worth of traveling
Okay.
at your normal pace.
How long since we left First Fire?
A day or two, 3 days maybe.
Oh, you guys asking me? It hasn't been a week. I know that for sure.
no, we were just, the orcs.
By the
that's
time we
right.
get back, it's probably going to be
Session 70 was 4th tea day.
We're fourth. Stay.
And so morning of tea day. Session 68 was Om Day, and that's, I think, the bloodbath on the hills, yeah. So yeah, it's only been maybe 4 or 5 days.
And then add 2 more. So
1, 2, 3. It's been like 4 days almost.
So it'd be almost pretty much a week by the time we get back.
So yeah, it'd be full Eve's Day, full after day, and then you guys would be getting in the morning, let's call it, of a new month of Jaffa.
Oh,
So,
Assuming you guys are resting.
Are we
Yeah.
still in the warm season right now?
For a little bit, yeah. One more month, actually. This
This
would be
is the
the
last
coldest
month?
month
Okay.
you've been around.
Summer harvest is at the end of Jaffa.
Correct.
How
Yeah.
many short rests can we do? Was it 2 a day?
Up to half your hit die you can do. So
Oh.
up to half. So you could do 5
Sweet.
short rests
Just because I
per
could
day.
continue doing my second wind every short rest.
Yeah. You guys will be
Oh my God.
full by the time you get back.
Oh, right.
But yeah, so eventually, so we don't really need to RP through that unless there's anything you guys need to be discussing on the journey for 2 days.
I'll take some time to continue to read.
Okay. How many hours would you be willing to put in per day?
I would-
Keeping in mind that 8 hours is traveling time.
I would like to see if you would be able to allow, since I can levitate
the first
and
Sunday
fly, if someone
When we
could
get
tie a rope to me and carry me around like a balloon while I read my book.
Yeah, sure. That might be distracting, so I'll say you can do your Arcana check at disadvantage.
Okay, that's fair.
Dude, you're a balloon. Who's carrying you around?
He didn't ask anybody.
Nose goes?
You know what I'm saying? Not me, man.
I'm not.
No way.
Yeah, this is assuming someone agrees to carrying you like a balloon.
Come on!
You're gonna float
Actually,
away.
no. Tim would because
If not, the
she
Shira will
she
just hold it with her
fucking
teeth.
would. No, she would do it.
Tim would.
Tim would.
Okay,
That's my girl, Tim.
so we'll do 2 checks.
Might not like it.
A 20 and a 4 on
She
one, so
understands
13 on one roll.
Okay, so one day
Too bad of the party
it's
is
just too
also
distracting
by
That's fair.
to manage. So you'll get nothing for that, unfortunately.
That's fair. And then 17
Total.
total.
I can do it as well. It's a very complicated
Nothing on the other one?
Would you roll in the first one?
14 or something.
Yeah,
Bet you it's-
13. I think it's an 18 DC as well. I could roll more than a fucking 8.
Yeah, you find yourself flipping through pages you've read before or deciphered before, and you just don't end up getting anywhere by the time you arrive.
That's fair.
Maybe it's a 25.
The distraction of bobbling around all day. Mind you, that's during your travel time. I suppose I could allow for you to still do normal sessions, like in that downtime, because you guys will have to camp, rest.
Yeah.
You only need 4 hours.
That's right.
So if you wanted to, you
Do 2
could do
rolls.
10-hour sessions if you succeed.
Okay.
But these will just be regular, no disadvantage.
So, 11 plus 9 is a dirty 20.
Okay, so you bank 10 hours. 10
So
more.
between 20 and 17.
This one's still going high. Let's go, baby. Never mind.
You should have just asked to be carried in the box, and then you could have your own little pocket dimension to read in the whole time.
That'd have been better.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Well, so you get 10 hours. Not too
Ocean's
bad.
in. Yeah!
Where's that river?
I'm just gonna put
You're the
that
one who
in
decides when it
the
comes out, though.
Yeah.
Do you have to use an action to let the person out?
Oh, I'll never get in that box.
You probably
Perfect.
A dragon
And-
with a moon elf in its own prison.
The turntable's tied.
one creature in the box at a time.
Yeah.
The moon elf.
A moon elf carried by
I
a
said,
dragon.
oh, yeah, he is the dragon.
He's the
now
dragon.
he has a moon elf in a cage.
I understand.
Yeah.
How the table turns.
Now the
Tables.
turntable's
Well,
turn.
well.
Wiki, 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 wiki.
That's 6. Well.
On the walk back, during this
Yeah,
time,
you guys have tons of time if you'd like to be doing something. Yeah.
just wanted to float the idea of possibly staying in First Fire for a little bit. So we can marry Barrett.
And have a baby.
Guys can start his school.
I just want to start showing.
I mean, I did tell Latanda that we kind of look
I
into it
can
more.
marry. We could plan a celebration, a ceremony.
Why don't we just say that the gestation period for elves is shorter than humans?
He says no.
Oh.
They are not.
I've already harassed
But
the
why?
shit out of him about it.
Okay, well, why?
No, but-
maybe because of the structure of elves, they
tentatively-
show earlier than humans, and it's the same length of time.
Well, I meant
That says
tentatively.
no.
It's not we don't play through a full month. It's oh, we've done this. Just get back.
Ashton would like the video to start showing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just an idea, and we could do some recon,
I'm still
some
down for it. We
some
can do
reinforcements of the city. Maybe you could decorate your new house.
We're still on the clock, but it would be really nice to have.
Obviously, keep an eye out.
I can spend half my day constructing more fencing and walling around the city, and the other half researching this.
I believe I asked this before, and I'm not sure if it's just the blows to the head or I just don't remember. Do you guys all plan on staying here once we're done?
I do not know.
I'm not making any plans for my future because I feel as though I may not have one.
I feel the same as Kushana.
I've been on the run until I came here.
Not all of us are living as optimistically as you are, Barrett.
I go where Gaius goes.
I would not stay.
You guys and I are free people here.
Would you stay on the Heart?
Possibly.
You're not one
We shall see.
I mean, setting up Swamptown as a lizard folk city,
maybe others.
kind of their own.
The lizard folk have their own territory in the Sephiroth swamps.
Yes.
Correct.
I also don't necessarily know if Vignar identifies as lizard folk.
Like commands them.
That's not identifying.
I know that, but I assume that, like a good general, he wants what's best for his. I don't want to say minions,
But Vignar may
Comrades.
not want to lead them.
Oh, I do. Oh, I do.
Well, there we go.
But let's not force our boss.
none.
What comes will come. We'll cross these bridges when we come to them.
Yes.
As for staying in First Fire Port, I think I've been vocal before about any length of time that we spend in First Fire Port is just a danger to the citizens around us.
Agreed.
We have a dragon after us, and I think that as nice as it would be, pretending like we don't have something more important to do is going to be not only detrimental to us, but to everyone else.
Sure.
I don't agree with that, but
You don't think that Rasna's gonna come after us?
why hasn't he then? We've been here for.
I've been
been
asking
5
that
days.
question for a very long time.
It's not like we're subtle and sneaking around. Like, yeah, he found us in the forest and on the bridge, but like, he hasn't. They come off as more as him finding us, not searching us out.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Because if he was searching for us, there's no way that he wouldn't have just. Why not come directly here? Or why not? Why hasn't he attacked Avondale already? If we were there for long periods of time. Why? Like, we've only been in only a handful of places.
Why don't we ask him?
True.
We have the means.
True.
It might be a bit of a poking the hornet's nest.
Certainly would be. Right now he's not looking. I do not wish to ask why.
I was just thinking out loud. That's not a good idea.
But this isn't up to Kushagra if we stay or go, right? It's up to the party as a whole.
True.
Kushagra has had his word on it.
Of course.
Let's say all of us. What would you like to do?
I made some promises that I'd like to keep, and having some time to do those, I would like to do.
Davina?
Same.
Lucian?
Oh, no, I would like, and it would be beneficial to start a school to teach the locals magic, embrace it, to defend themselves. But I fear at what cost that may come, with time being spent.
So?
You have to pick a side of the fence there, buddy.
I agree.
Unfortunately so.
I agree. I think it may be in our best nature to potentially do some recon, whilst we bed down a bit of a more fortified front.
Big no.
here's where you're staying.
Not necessarily. If you and I both agree with Christabra, then we're to Stillwing.
Perhaps it would be.
But I'm a no vote. I'll put that out into the world.
You will no vote.
With my role in the party, I cannot choose whether we stay somewhere or go somewhere. I am at your whim, in my opinion. I can't do what I can do. I can't do what I need to do on my own. So if the party chooses to stay, then the party chooses to stay, and I stay with you.
Olana's kind of like, what do you need to do?
I need to take something somewhere. Something very important.
Somewhere dangerous, I presume.
Unfortunately so, but as you know, we've been in many of those situations before.
Some free Heartport, as you've been calling it. Are there ships there?
There should be one coming at the end of the month. Unfortunately, I think we might be missing it right now.
Hopefully it might be still there once we get there, depending on who drops off what and what it is. We might not even get something coming in if they got word that it's not at Timdell City anymore.
So,
it might be. There are still ports.
I didn't want to interject, but I've been pregnant before, and girl, you're showing. She kind of like pulls down your gown and kind of tightens it around your belly, and you see this little lump.
When did that get there? I mean, I know how it got there, but...
Yeah, none of us were there for that part, so...
It's hard when you see yourself every day.
I just thought I was bloated.
Yes.
You're used
Just all these rations on the road.
Doesn't eat rations.
Salty
say,
rations.
since she got off the rations, she thought that she was just bloated.
I'm just gassy.
That's so funny.
Not getting enough fiber.
Guess we have been a little preoccupied lately.
That's
A few months along, it looks like.
Would you say about 2?
Maybe not more than that.
Yeah, that checks out.
But long ways to go yet.
What are babies?
How do babies have them?
Actually have it written
It'll
down.
be more noticeable in another 5 weeks or so.
What? Wait, what?
What did you say?
What'd you say?
So it'll be more noticeable in 5 weeks.
When you
We're all
birth
like,
your
what?
baby.
What?
Oh god, no.
Okay.
Oh.
There was something strange about when I was in the hag's lair.
What do you mean?
Well, I heard lots of things. I heard her use... she spoke to the frog men like they were friends of hers.
She controlled them.
Spoke to them often enough. I think she was a bit cuckoo.
Yes, Mom, she cut your hand off. She was going crazy.
We might be able to get that back, actually. Just maybe. No promises.
I can get you your hand back, but putting it back on your
I'll
arm
grow a new
would
one.
be the...
Oh,
I
aside
see
from
what you're
that,
saying.
I heard her mention something about the growth period and the pools. She used the pools
To further the process of
To speed
genetic
it up.
growth. So if you wanted to go into one of those pools, you can have your baby. Basically, is what you're telling us?
I don't know. She grew people that looked like you.
Yeah, met one of them. They're no longer, don't worry.
Didn't think about that.
But that makes complete sense.
And
they were
other
fully
things.
grown.
Some pulled pixies and horrible creatures from the pools.
Did you say pixies?
Yes, they were the dragonflies you saw in the jar.
The ones we smashed.
Precisely. I literally said that out loud. Just saying.
You said they're probably not dragonflies.
I said those are pixies.
What would you have
I
to
said it
do
was
with
like
this
they're
liquid?
dragonflies, and I thought it was funny, and they totally disregarded it.
I don't know. She
I burned it all.
fully submerged things in it, but I don't know what you could do.
It's fine. Thank you. It's fine. Just
I can be helpful.
you have been. Thank you.
Maybe that pool can grow your hand back.
Unfortunately, those pools are done. They're gone. We burnt everything.
Sealed up the entrance.
Well,
Got a
we
vial of stuff.
broke the things that were in it. The cave still is there.
You still have the vial, right?
I do.
Burnt everything.
I have a flask.
It was really
It was too moist. Nothing would burn. Remember?
It
I
literally
was
blew
exploding
apart.
things.
But I do have a sample. Maybe Gerson could take a look, see what it's made of. Maybe you could just drink it and see what happens.
I have a question though. Do you want to have your baby now?
Not now, of course not.
But Davina, if you further along the process of growing this child, becoming an adventurer and a mother don't add up. Once you have the baby, you have to stay with it.
I know.
And the further along you are in your pregnancy, the harder it will be for you to actually come with us. I need you. I know the baby does, but I do more, and I'm a baby too!
I just grab her and hug her against my side. I'm like, man.
She's
You're such an anime character.
after her father.
Shut the fuck up.
I am a baby.
And that's her.
And that's our Timdell.
You're just preparing me, I understand.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing.
Just don't poop a buff. I don't know. I've
already done that. I've already been pooping
Yeah, but
the whole time.
Put it in a box.
Keep it every
Never know when you can
Send that
feed
to
gnome
myself.
turd.
I just want to say that.
Who the fuck is Timdell, and why do I have her poop?
Well, I mean, he already doesn't like you, so I mean, it's not gonna matter if he said it's poop.
She's just immediately like, this could be magical.
If I ever meet this Barrett guy, I'll have a
He
word
did.
with him.
Yeah, true.
But I don't think she knew your name.
Oh, Mercia?
Yeah.
Oh, he told her.
You told her, yeah.
Oh, yeah, captured.
He told her literally everything.
Yeah, you did. You spilled every bean there was to spill.
I call with a couple extra beans here. Hold on. Yeah.
All
All
beans
of the guys
spilled.
is like oh, the tall red elf. Oh, her name's Davina.
Yeah, Davina.
She's with us.
Oh,
She's
guys.
about, what,
you don't know
6'2",
that
185 pounds.
Here's her mugshot.
Exact location.
You put an APB out on everyone. Yeah, great.
Anyway, point is, I'm very happy that you're pregnant, but I am also.
I am worried too. You'll have to stay back.
Yeah, he would be as weird
What?
dad figure.
Oh.
Who?
What would be like a step sibling to him?
Uncle.
Uncle.
It would be.
You would be an uncle because you are my half.
No, it would be
Ew.
my uncle.
You would be.
No.
So you would be.
She's
no,
not your grandma.
You would be. You
Or
would
your mother.
Be its uncle,
You'd be
but
its uncle.
it would also be your cousin.
Yes.
Oh, that's some.
But if Gaius
It's
is
super normal in the elf world.
That's some Rodolphian.
But Gaius is raising it like-
bumpkin shit.
But if Gaius has also helped raising it, it's also your brother.
That's what I was thinking.
I just want to put it out
My
there.
brother's cousin's former roommate.
There's no blood relation to you except for my own Claptus, through Claptus. So
So
it's like
that's-
so far.
That's blood.
That is blood.
Yeah,
That is
but-
blood. The blood that runs through my veins is the same blood that runs through your veins.
I suppose.
She was trying to ignore that part.
Oh,
It'll
no.
be your cousin brother.
It's my nephew, brother, son.
Hey, cousin brother, you can call me your uncle brother.
Your family tree is going to look like that bramble that we
It's a
hold.
bramble.
It's the shambling brambles again.
And I will burn it down.
Shamble brambles.
Interesting.
Anyways,
Thank you, Johanna.
enough about my family tree.
Useful.
It is very, thank you. Something to think about.
So,
didn't say anything about it working or anything.
No, we know that part. Don't worry. That's for us to figure out. Thank you.
But the ship that you say might be in port.
What do you want to know about the ship?
I've never wanted to be here. I've thought every day since I've been here about how I can make my way back.
Do you
But
have
if
anything to go back to?
No, and that's partly why I'm looking forward to it.
Because what she has here, she doesn't want.
That's been staring at it.
So, let's make our way back to First Fire.
I think we're gonna get back the day after the ship was supposed to leave.
We'll see if it's still there.
Can we send a message?
courier. Yes.
Send a message or a courier and ask if they can delay the ship for 1 day.
Is that something that you think we could do in 24
If it's
hours or
there.
less, or do you think we could write something down for Atanta, or...
I can do sending.
All right.
I can send a message.
To whom? Douglas?
Who would be the best equipped to...
Best equipped? Don't know. Best in position, Atanda.
Okay.
Yeah. Agreed.
Sorry.
No, that's facts. Is it Zavra coming back or what?
It said
now.
Zavra leaves on my calendar, so I think
On
there
that
was,
day.
but I think she already left.
Yes, she did.
But originally that was when the ship was supposed to leave, the last ship out or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. I wrote it down for a reason. So we're leaves.
Okay, so I cast sending to Atanda. Is the ship still there? If so, please delay. Be back. What date is it?
Well, depending
Within
on what day it is.
24 hours.
It's either Eve's Day or after day of Gwola.
Okay, I'm gonna say we'll be back within 24
We would have
hours.
decided this on the first day.
Well,
Just
say
like
we'll
we're
be
back.
say we'll be back in the
first
morning.
day of Java.
The first day of Java.
We'll
the
be
first
back the
Sunday.
Yeah, you're arriving the morning of Sunday.
First Sunday of Java.
Jaffa.
Like, get back to me.
Get back to me.
Okay.
Oh, hit me up.
See, like a moment later. Vina. Yes, there is a ship here. Okay.
Davina's just thinking,
It's-
that dumb bitch.
Of the nation, everything's a bit cloak and dagger, as Lex put. They should still be. That's it, I think, right?
Okay, I got the gist of it.
It's a nation? The boat?
I will have to send again.
I mean, that doesn't really surprise me.
Cloak and dagger? Question mark?
That's 2 words.
Is that what you're setting?
Is everything alright with them there? Has there been conflict? Try to delay if can. Burn the ship down if we have to.
No, everything is fine. We are cooperating, exporting expected goods, receiving food, other imports, materials. Many troops arrived. 20 soldiers. Do I have 5 more?
No one's counting, just you.
I know.
Do now.
I keep doing this and then not
Do now.
remembering what I'm doing. Yeah.
Tentatively.
Let's kill him.
Say 5 more and
Oh my god. This isn't small town.
Quick to violence.
I'm just saying.
This-
Fucking shit, bro.
hoping they move along soon.
Alright, well, ship's still there.
Wonderful.
Turns out, though, it's of the nation.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. The Dolphins would not go to.
No,
Well,
but
if the ship is on its way here
Of course.
before it was
I told her to try to delay it.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently 20 soldiers came with them, so maybe we can convert them for us. Maybe.
We'll see what they know. We'll see what
You better pay.
their orders are.
Also,
Keeping
they have
it-
brought material supplies. That
Keeping
sort
a
of thing.
nation ship there any longer than it's supposed to be could,
Jostle some jimmies.
sure, whatever the fuck that means.
We'll be cautious, diplomatic, but we know what to do if need be.
Okay. I guess onward?
Yeah, we got like another day of traveling.
So with that,
Is it my turn with the Lucian balloon?
He's still just up there,
I'm up here, guys.
swearing at every page. Fuck this!
What does you mean? What does it mean?
What is this? What is this? It's just a dancing frog.
Occasionally,
Pages
you
of
can
it.
like yank on your leg, and you're just like, ah!
Go shut it! Damn it!
Careful, Branch.
Walk through the woods.
Branch.
Low ceiling.
just so we have a consensus on what we were talking about before,
Yes.
we stay until there's danger, and when there's danger, we immediately leave.
I
I
agree.
agree.
That's okay with everyone?
Yes.
I think that's a
I think we all have some things that we'd like to get done, so.
We can keep an eye on the front.
Of course.
So as you guys are walking, I'd say on the second day of travel, so that would be being the after day of Guala, you pass by a fairly decently sized caravan with like 20 soldiers along with it for guard, and like 5 carriages pulled by horses, full of goods.
Is one a palanquin, and they're holding her and they're walking her, and she's inside of it?
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
It's
say
to
yes.
feed Avondale.
Yeah, so you see 4 carts loaded with food, goods, boxed up, barrels, things like that, and then 20 soldiers protecting as they continue to march. So you guys would be like approaching that. You see the colors of the nation clearly marked across their shields.
I say we let them be, but we make it known that we're letting them go.
Why don't we just keep walking and ignore them?
Because if we're...
Unfortunately, we liberated Freeheart Port and put people in power, and they chose to do this. We can't. If we do anything, we're just thugs on the road.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I'll wave down somebody who looks like they're in charge.
Okay, so easy enough. There would be at bare minimum 1 captain for sure, like kind of leading the procession. Yeah, good afternoon.
Hail! I see you have a shipment for the nation.
Strange folk here on Mora. Yes, of course. So we just
Very rude of
arrived.
you, but okay.
Yeah.
Just
Is this your first time on the Heart?
first time, yeah, for all of us actually.
Just a little piece of advice. Don't go telling strangers who are heavily armed that they look weird on the road.
Oh, thank you, good sir.
It's an intimidation check. I'm trying to make him scared.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, roll me an intimidation check.
Flash some claws.
Yeah, I'm hanging out. I'm really intimidating.
I cast some guidance. I'm just like,
Look, when I
tell it.
Big nose just bigging.
look, I'm telling you right now that when I have my arms out, no, my visage, I have advantage on intimidation checks. So
I cast,
Do you have your
I cast
result
guidance on you
no,
as
I
well.
don't want them to know about my visage.
So you're casting a spell?
Like, I'm just like,
Guidance
you
will.
tell them.
What's guidance?
Health and
It's
dodge.
just like
Touch.
a cantrip.
It's still a
It's
spell.
verbal semantic. But they will be able to tell that you're doing a spell, but
Yeah.
it's
Never mind.
It's
I'll
also
skip it.
Not worth it.
It's not worth it.
okay.
It's fine.
It'll be fine. It was definitely
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
roll really
fine.
high
It's only for
because I don't have my
D4.
side die. That's a 2. I'm a lucky bet. I'm gonna use my angry die. I didn't use my angry die.
Do you have no side eye? Are you crazy? What?
Well, no, I don't have proficiency in intimidation.
One thing you might not.
Yeah. It's only 14.
Okay. This is kind of like,
I know.
I didn't mean to offend there. Sorry, we're all the way from the mainland. Things are just a bit different down there.
They sure are.
If there's any other dangers that we should be worried about.
Oh, don't worry. We killed the trolls and the hag up ahead, so you should be fine. Just watch out for the dragon.
And the orcs.
Yes, we took care of the orc army.
Kind of. Well, there's 10,000 of them further on.
Starts looking back at. See a few of them kind of like.
You don't have any vulnerables on board, do you? Civilians?
Oh, no. Well, just a few with the carts there, of course. A couple of, about 5 or 10, I suppose.
Keep an eye in the sky for a red dragon.
Oh, well. Lads, don't listen to him.
Well, I guess it will.
You'll see the
start
burnt keep at the bridge.
Keep your voices down. You're starting to scare the troops now. What are you talking about? Dragons and such.
Sorry, your troops can be scared.
Only just arrived the last few mornings.
By your soldiers.
Long trip across the sea.
Okay, that's fair.
These are strange lands to all of us. Now we're on our way to, there's like a map here. So, Castle Avondale.
Got a few more
I don't know
days.
if that's anything like the Castle Avondale in Avondale.
Odd.
If York's like York.
There's a bridge up ahead, is that right?
Correct.
Excellent, lads. We're on the right track. Let's keep moving.
If you don't
Pay no mind to these
If you
folks.
don't mind me asking, what was your guys' orders upon landing in Freeheart Port?
That's confidential there, citizen. It's military orders. See no markings on you, nation-wise?
Nope.
What?
Were you filled in?
Of course. Get all these goods on the way there and reinforce
Ahem.
walls and such, you know?
Oh, I still have a King's Guild crest. I pulled that out.
Here's the dragon.
My bad. I just didn't want to get it dirty.
Oh, all right. Oh, you're guild members. Oh, God.
We were once.
I was honestly worried that you were about to rob us, actually. Try.
We wouldn't have to try.
No, I'm actually, this one makes me quite nervous. I was but willing to resign ourselves to such things. But I'm glad we're in your safekeeping.
Yes, they're bringing food to people who are starving, so how's about we let them go?
I agree.
They're starving. Boys, we better make double time.
You probably should. I recommend
So
going.
there's lots of farming and such around. We just all went through a fuller farm and there's plenty of good food there.
Oh, yes, but there was a little bit of a problem that we had taken care of, but it had delayed food to Avondale.
I see. Well, good thing we've arrived when we did.
Exactly.
All sorts of good things back here. Right, lads, let's move on. Thank you very kindly, guild members, and thank you for keeping the road safe. And the orcs and the dragons and everything.
Don't you have hungry people to feed?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah!
Before you go,
Don't you say it. Don't
Happy
you
No,
say
no,
it.
no, I'm not going to do that again. Just tell, if you could pass a message for me
Sure.
to the higher-ups in the castle.
Well, I'll do my best.
From the King's Guild.
Let me see if I've got any paper here.
My God.
Can you write? Don't worry, I'll remember.
Just tell them that the Heartborn send their regards.
Tell Cersei I
Heartborn.
wanted to know it was me.
And delivered to our higher powers. Right. I'm supposed to be, I suppose there's a princess in the castle, I've heard.
Yes, Marcia.
Isn't she like the princess of Avondale?
Lucky us.
Good luck on the road.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Keep your wits about you, lads. Dangerous roads ahead.
You may be commended for this.
You there?
Are they like closed carriages?
No, open top, most of them. They may be like a few, like,
Canopies or something?
yeah, just to hold, hold things down a bit from kind of jostling, but they're piled relatively high. And
I'm gonna wait for them to pass and see if I can recognize anybody.
Any individuals?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at everybody. I'm trying to see if there are any people who aren't soldiers.
There are the individuals that are driving the carts. So there's 5 carts. There's
I was
2
thinking
drivers
some
basically
civilians.
for each cart.
Do
So
they
one
look like
person.
merchants, kind of? Like,
Yeah, like civilians. They're not specifically fanciful.
I guess that's what I'm mainly looking for. Is I'm looking for nobility or like,
No, you wouldn't find it here. These are definitely Belskavos.
I'm looking. Can I also be? Because when you mentioned the civilians, I was interested in exactly what they were. I'm looking for people that are from Freeheart.
Oh, amongst this crew, say you can roll me perception check, see if you recognize anybody. I guess then by that logic.
That sucks. Perception, 11.
Everybody seems to be unfamiliar too, but I mean,
Nobody does.
people are wearing garb and such, and not every person is going to give you eye-to-eye glance for the most part. They just keep on moving along.
All right, let's go.
So like after we pass. That was weird. What do you think about that?
Well, we knew
Didn't seem that weird. I mean,
we knew shipments came at the end of the month.
Bakushagar brings a point of
Okay.
from forever ago. Lex told us that we were not engaging with Avondale at all.
I thought it's embargo, right? That's the word for it?
Yes.
We were stopping trade. So why did this happen?
I think we'll just have to
How are they able to just freely pass through without any...
Right to the barrier.
Even they didn't even seem to sound like they talked to anybody. They just
walk right
walked
through.
right through.
Interesting.
Either they were let through, or we have very bad guards.
Maybe it's a little bit of both.
It could possibly
It's a little bit of both.
It could possibly be.
I would like to think that there's no way Lex had that not watched the entire time.
And if that's the case, why did he let them pass?
Maybe to possibly start building some sort of relationship.
It's possible that he knows something that we don't. So
Why don't we ask him?
Let's go ask him.
So
Except you're like this.
Yeah, I'm like fucking... Left!
You're like a stuck.
oh, he's stuck in a tree.
Get the stick.
Please!
Back you to my Jeff.
Like you're like immovable. Like you don't move. You just wait for us to pull you.
I like take like the other part of like the staff and
That's your
just
best
like
you guys help.
Please help me.
I've forgotten how to use my legs.
Already by now.
I've been there.
So, as the time continues to pass, eventually, though, you guys arrive
what do we
at
see?
the gates of Freeheart Port, morning of Jaffa. So the guards let you through, of course, because you guys own this place.
they're shit
Welcome
guards.
back! Welcome back!
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yes.
Your name?
Uh,
Mark. Great. So we just
I'm surprised you remember.
I never.
It is Mark!
I totally did
With a
that.
C.
We just passed a caravan on our way here. For
Oh, yeah, I left a day ago or so.
a shipment of goods going to Castle Avondale.
Yes.
A day or so ago?
Yes.
What was the notice to let them go?
Oh, my understanding, you are to allow them to pass to keep up the rouge, says Lex.
They don't know that Freeheart Port is.
Well, back on the mainlands, they don't know. So letting them trade freely through might be in the best interest, it seems of all.
Sort of.
We
So-
named it, but...
But that means that Castle Avondale, the higher-ups in Castle Avondale here on the Heart of Mora, are not communicating back to the higher-ups in Avondale to let them know that
Or the ship just left before they communicated.
that's also possible.
So they just didn't communicate with anybody directly on the ship.
Right.
They will find out, and now they have 20 new men.
20 is inconsequential to an orc horde.
Agreed.
Well, Lex says if they want to come back through, then we'll put the X to them.
So,
Thanks, Mark.
who's
Good job.
guarding the ship?
I'll have you commanded, Mark.
Oh, Douglas has got them all taken care of on the docks, from my understanding, and
Maybe
we're
that's-
just keeping
that's
everyone away from the
Let's go.
keep. But what's the individual, sort of pretty and what have you, is quite, what do you call it, charming, and has been able to occupy the higher-ups upon the ship in the meantime.
Occupy how?
At the fate of Brace.
Oh, we know what happens then.
Oh, great heavens.
I remind you that
Yes, I actually met my wife there.
Occupy how?
Just as friends, right?
I was only gone a week.
you were gone a week, but how many times when we were here before that have you actually went to go see her?
He's nervous.
How many others arrived on the ship?
Well, let's see. The crew about maybe 20 or so, I would imagine, and then there was a large amount of, well, not a lot, a few soldiers along with them, and then mostly goods. We spent the last couple of days, well, not myself, but a few of the other goods, helping move some of the expected exports onto the ship, and as far as I was aware, they're supposed to be leaving actually today or tomorrow, I suppose,
Any,
rather.
civilians come off the ship besides the crew?
Not in this load. This is a military operation, it seems, mostly.
Alright.
Alright, well, let's go talk to Lex.
Yes. Perhaps we can get.
Mark, thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome to.
I would pat you on the shoulder, but
It's too loud.
can you come here?
Bends right down. Thank you.
God bless his head.
I'll have you commended for this.
I haven't heard anything of those amounting to anything, but I do appreciate it.
I'll flip him a gold
No
piece.
follow.
Anything that'll get me off.
Here's another one.
Fucking the walk on
Thanks
the
for
beat
meeting
across the
tonight,
fucking
lunch.
See you at the
Welcome
breast.
back to all of you.
Depressed.
So you guys heading back to the keep?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps staying at the church, or I don't mind putting you up at the Hunter's Lodge if you'd like to stay there to recuperate before you leave.
Oh.
If our suspicions are correct, I don't think that ship is leaving this port.
It's not leaving.
If our suspicions are correct.
We don't know yet.
If my suspicions are correct.
Well, the crew's still here.
If my suspicions are correct, which implies that they could also not be. If one more person corrects me, you get an astral arm.
But what if your suspicions aren't correct?
What if, well, where is Yospip staying?
The keep, which unfortunately is reserved for those who are of the advisors.
My friends only.
It says no moms allowed on the front.
No,
Oh, I
they
guess
all
you
are.
could come.
I guess I
Oh!
Jeez.
don't have any coin.
That's why I said I don't mind putting you up at the lodge. I'll pay for your stay.
Thank you.
Come. The lodge or the church both will keep you safe. Do you care?
No, I suppose if I could be at the mercy of the church, would look after me.
They would.
Is it still the Church of Tulga?
It's the Church of Cool now, I'd say.
Okay.
Open to all
Yeah.
religion.
Yeah, it's
Free love.
non-denominational.
Okay.
However you feel.
Place of worship.
I don't want to
Worship.
cost you anything, that's all. I will stay there.
No, mind. I'm going to pay the church anyway, just keeping me and feeding you, so let's go there.
Okay.
I'm taking Nohana to
That is
the
fair.
church, so
Yes,
Alright.
find out what you can and I'll meet up with you later.
of course.
Yeah, I want to go directly to Lex.
Okay.
Debrief.
So everyone except for Timdell?
Mm.
Alright. And Bashira? What's she at?
Well, time to see if this box works.
Is this pre or post interaction with guards at the front gate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre.
It's all good.
Okay, that's the thing. If you're in charge of the box, you got to be in charge of
The box.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you sit down with her kind of thing and explain things.
Sure. Come here.
Bed. Bed.
We're going to go in this box.
Matcha.
You'll be safe.
Yes, it's a magic box too.
I mean,
So
that's
it's pretty
very-
close to magic items anyway.
Are you ready?
I bet she loves it. How did you just...
Broke it. Damn it.
How did this open? I did
22 strength. I'm so sorry.
It's made out of wood.
And she sucked into this,
Nice.
closes itself.
That's a nifty little box.
It's rather interesting.
So with that taken care of, so you guys make your way through town,
Yes.
arrive at the keep somewhere just before, early morning, noon, somewhere in there. Push through the doors, see Atanda standing there talking with Lex. Kind of, oh, you're back! Runs over, gives you a huge hug,
I hug her right back.
and kisses you like 50 million times.
I guess we weren't gone as long as I thought we were going to be, but still.
Enough. Trust me.
I roll my eyes.
Congratulations, Atanda, on your engagement.
Oh, thank you. What did you see?
I didn't. It's a lovely ring.
I know.
We're literally going to go like this. That's a lovely ring.
It's one of the rubies that we got off
Was.
Galactus.
Or no, you kiss her hand and then exactly.
It's a lovely judging his style.
It's one of the rubies that we got that we all split up.
Red, the color of love.
Things have been very quiet in terms of works lately. We must have been successful.
Pardon?
Yes, Tanda's right. We haven't heard any sightings of any orcs of any kind for the last few days. Seems as though your newts have reported that they have packed up and left this village.
Yes, I guess the debriefing time, we were able to convince them to leave this place alone for now. I don't know how long it'll hold, but for the time being, they believe that this area of the heart is protected by one of their gods, and they will not conquest on it.
That is about as good as news could possibly be.
Well, that's not our only enemy at the moment. We did pass a caravan flying the Avondale flag.
Yes, I had a difficult decision to make. Now, my intention and what my understanding is that they are going to go to that castle and return to this ship, with the expectation that they will reach the mainlands eventually. I did not want to make the call on what to do beyond that, but seizing this ship comes at a cost, and the crew and such, it's that I did not want to do without your, and we can still do this.
I understand why you made your decision.
But under their impression, the city here is still under nation control as of right now, from what they can see.
We spoke with them on the road.
And we've bought ourselves a few days, at least, perhaps a week before we need to come to this decision here, but having a ship at our disposal would be fantastic, of course, as you can imagine.
But what would happen to the crew?
Well, if we can convert them, all the better. If not, well, they're no good to us alive, are they?
But they're innocent.
Well, fortunately, they're not. War is a difficult concept to think, but no loose ends.
Like Lex said earlier, we do have a little bit of time to decide on what happens next. Does anybody have any ideas on how we should handle this?
I cannot help but think that having a ship would be incredibly beneficial.
I agree.
We don't have a crew, though.
And what would we do with it?
What if we try to hire this crew to work for us? Or at least as many as we can.
It's a possibility. I just worry about the loyalty of a crew that they could agree and then mutiny as soon as they're given an opportunity.
Now, they will be heading all the way back to the mainlands. Their minds might change on that own journey as well. There's nothing to hold them accountable for their actions.
We do also have the means of contacting Castle Avondale before their troops have left.
Start thinking about our plans for this place in the long term, not the short term.
Well, one thing we can take confidence in is that the mainland, as of right now, does not know about the fact that this city has been liberated.
And if one ship were to go missing, it is easy to say that it was lost to sea as well.
Perhaps.
Shift is-
Perhaps it will raise an eyebrow or two, but the seas are dangerous, and all know that.
I also think that Marcia is new at this and doesn't want to come across as a bad ruler, so maybe she's holding off from letting them know.
Right now, a child is at rule in the Castle Avondale right now, and there's only so many years of experience behind the throne at the moment there.
We could utilize the ship to find the shifters, as well as perhaps go to the Sephoros plains.
Marcia showed enough forethought to at least reach out a hand the first time when you slapped it back.
I think as a scrambling leader, when your people are coming to you for food and you can only do one thing, perhaps. But we can take solace in the fact that it's unlikely they will have the military strength to take back Freeheart Port for their own, at least what they have on this island here. So if word gets back to the mainland, we might have a full-on fleet at our doorstep eventually.
We need to think about word getting back.
The longer we keep up the rouge, better off we are as far as I'm concerned. But I am not really the one for making this
is a tough decision.
Full decision.
So, if they don't have the means of sending a message back,
stopping the message here, because there is no doubt.
But we have a means of contacting the mainland.
Yes,
we have means of contacting the mainland, and people I know who also have means of getting more information to other people. My mother's reach, I believe, is bigger than I expected.
Maybe if we reach out to her to see if she can find out what the word is with mainland Avondale.
Don't want to start any wars that we cannot fight.
Well, they're weak. It might be the best time to parlay with Avondale on neutral ground before it gets back.
Sorry, when you say Avondale, you need to be specific between Castle
the Avondale here,
or the mainland.
The Avondale here.
Okay. How? I'm struggling to think of a solution right now.
We have much time, so maybe it would be best to sleep on this information for now and come back to it another morning.
Yes, I need time to think about this.
Yes.
Do we have any other thoughts? Anybody have any opinions? Ideas? How do you think that this place should look? It's not fair to the citizens of Castle Avondale. There are people there who have no control over what happens.
They should not punish for their misdoings of their leaders.
I agree.
Do we try to remain detached from the reach of the nation in this one location and allow trade to go through to the castle? Or do we cut off the heart entirely from the mainland?
It being such an important spot, I believe that it would go a long way of leaving it open. If we shut it down and cut that tie off, it's guaranteed
They will come with force.
A fleet will
a
come.
fleet will come. If we keep it open as a neutral spot and offer them the road to go to Avondale, we might be able to be seen as a neutral party.
We'll say if that is the route we wish to go, it might be worth inquiring with Worka to see what kind of deal we might be able to make with the king himself. There is a reason why Ortho has remained neutral all these years.
I think sleeping on it is the best idea. We're one short at the moment, and her voice deserves.
Sorry, I keep looking at you
I
like,
know,
did
I was
anybody
like,
else have any ideas?
sorry.
You're not
He's at
even
the
here.
church.
I'm sorry.
I totally forgot
I thought you
you're
were
not
looking
here.
at me, but I was like, maybe he's looking at Davina. That's why I was
No,
like,
I mean,
saw you.
I was looking around, but
I saw
yeah.
you looking, and I'm like getting ready to be like, she's not here.
I was
Some
just
chicks.
laughing at the mention of Orca. Everyone's like, maybe if we slept on it.
What does Dad think?
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome back. And,
Tell Dad.
sorry I don't have more profitable news.
No, you did well, Lex. It was a good tactical move.
I think it was.
It was a little bit
I asked
unexpected.
where you were.
No one asked where I was.
Attendant
She
just
did,
did.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice. Oh well, it's a tandem. Sorry.
It's okay. Barrett affirmed her that you were fine.
Or,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we forgot to tell you that a ship was coming. We also forgot.
well, it's keeping its same schedule.
Well, maybe I should make it more of a daily routine or weekly routine to go head down and talk to that there dockmaster. Find out what the heck is going on.
Normally
Douglas?
shipments come at the end of
I don't know.
each
I haven't
month.
met him.
Is his name Douglas? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it is.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Douglas.
I'm gonna call that
F-
learned.
Starts with F.
Farley.
Far-
Fairly.
Oh, yeah.
Fairly.
It was
Fairly.
like, yeah.
Chris Farley.
Good
Chris
recall,
Farley,
guys.
yeah.
Good recall.
Douglas Fairley.
Fairly.
I remember it being like Chris Farley.
I was thinking Faraday or Fairly.
I'm gonna call that learned.
Learned.
How have fortifications?
Well, the woods north are well trapped. I have advised the citizens to not head too deep into there for hunting purposes or what have you. We have been dealing with some gnoll encounters coming from the Hunter's Woods, but over the last few days they've been quieter and quieter. Feel that perhaps we have put enough dents in their numbers that nothing is to be too worried about from there on after. And like I said, the orc incursions have come to a solid halt almost immediately,
Took care of
which
that.
I cannot be thankful enough. The citizens, well, we're just happy to have you back, and with good news. People were worried.
Yes, we should make a more public announcement that the orc armies have retreated and will be leaving this place alone for
now.
the foreseeable future.
Yes.
I can handle that in the morning if that's. I will make my rounds, make myself useful.
Was
I don't mind going door to door and
Yeah, right.
maybe we'll have some pamphlets made and. Oh, there's so much to do actually.
was the ship that came in? It was specifically just goods and military.
From my understanding, I have not gone down there. I'm trying to be unseen. But it's some cargo ship, not militaristic, mostly large, maybe perhaps a few cannons to pretend it or defend itself, perhaps. But
It could be just pretend to do stuff.
Yeah.
If we were to seize that ship, we can use it as the cannons as
Man them on the fortifications.
fortification.
Disassemble the ship.
Still apart.
I'd rather use it.
Something to think about.
All right, I think we've debriefed everybody.
Yes. Do we have a list of what was on the cargo? What came in?
I guess
I,
Douglas would be.
Douglas would have
I would have to
person to talk
say
to.
the best person to talk to would be Douglas. As that's what you're calling him.
Let's go get some learned.
So as you guys kind of finish up your conversation with Lex there, we'll jump back to Tim as you guys enter the church. It's quiet. A few people in there, but otherwise fairly quiet.
Is Mikey around?
Okay.
He is not at the moment.
Is there a priest around?
There are. I guess I should probably bring up pre-airport as it is.
Well, it doesn't really matter which one, because whatever one I go to, I'm gonna ask, where's Mikey?
I believe he is on a walkabout.
That makes sense. How long ago did he leave?
In the morning, before
Okay, so
I
he's
was
probably like 10 feet away. If I pop my head out, can I see him anywhere?
outside.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
slow as fuck, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Roll me a perception check.
$22.
Okay. You see a
So I know I roll high when it literally does not fucking matter.
see a kind of unmistakable prince of Michael, Angel, both.
Oh, I was like, what? Prince? I thought you meant like Prince, like the prince, and I was like, he's not a prince.
They go around the side of the church before they disappear.
It's not that big of a deal.
Where you see like a little bit of like dirt, kind of on the side of the church.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll go talk to him after. Which acolyte am I speaking
Madris.
to? Idris?
Madris.
Madris?
Address.
Madris, is there a vacant spot for my mother to stay?
Of course. Not here, but in our building, yes.
Yes, in the glebe, thank you. If you could show us to a room.
Of course. Right this way. Oh, you poor thing. Thank you. So she takes you. There's a couple vacant rooms, so no problem.
If we're going to a room and if she's like in the room or whatever,
I'll
before I
leave you to it.
go to leave, because I also want to talk to Mikey to tell him that that's what she's doing, that's what she's there. But before I go to leave,
I told Yasbet about Harrisford.
What did you tell him?
That
How do you know him? I suppose it doesn't matter.
didn't I already tell her that I knew about Harrisburg? Am I crazy right now?
I don't know. I can't remember, but
Yeah, because we found him before we found her.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe.
Anyway, just
Regardless.
yeah.
you were both petrified in the mines when we found you, and found him as well. Or sorry,
We found him,
he was petrified.
But he told us it
Regardless,
was.
wasn't anything between us.
that's not what he told me.
Well,
Regardless, there was something that existed when you had a husband. Regardless of how far away he was, he still existed and loved you and loves you very much. Asks about you still now, to this day before I left to come find you, asked about you. I can reconcile with the fact that you don't want me. It won't be easy, and I'm working on it. But I'll get there, and I think I'll get there soon. He could not reconcile with the fact that you did not want him. So I tried to make that easier for him. I won't lie to him any more than I already have about you. I know that you want to leave, and once you do, I will tell him that you came and you left. I'll find you a way out. Whether it be by boat or by foot, we'll find you a way out of here. I would prefer that you not speak to him until I do. And then leave it up to him if he wants to talk to you or not.
that's fair. I haven't been the best wife or mother. She just starts bawling.
Oh my god.
Just I never know what to do. It's hard to do the things that you're meant to do when you think you're supposed to do them. I never wanted to.
But when provided the opportunity to figure it out, your first instinct is to ask, how can I run? When is the ship leaving? And can I get on it? I think you need to think a while about what it is you actually want, because instead of facing what you should do, you are running away. So I hope you find some clarity here. I'll come visit you tomorrow. And I will softly shut the door on my way out.
Tim actually just went, y'all need Jesus, and left.
Y'all need yoga.
Y'all need it.
Ooh, thank you.
That was great.
That
was well said.
Mm-hmm.
She says nothing as you walk out.
Yep.
Close the door.
Bitch is speechless.
I just want to go find Mikey to tell him that my mom's holed up in a room.
So you go back to the spot where the tracks disappear. Right. Your eyes kind of go up the side of the building where you see like kind of dusty
Amazing.
and like a climbable route.
Is he?
You don't see him though.
How far is it to the roof?
Oh, 120 feet.
Oh fuck! I was like, I don't want to climb. I just want to walk up there. That's not very tall. Okay, I will climb.
Okay, make me an athletics or acrobatics for the sake of it.
Thank you, because my athletics is a -1 right now.
Doug.
Dang.
Yeah. But my acrobatics is a +8, so 24.
So kind of like,
Oh, it's not +8. It's actually +9. So
yeah, you're more like leaping from spot to spot rather than like sheer climbing. Kind of like running up portions, grabbing,
I climb along
That didn't go up.
jumping from like little rooftop to edge to edge to edge
Yes.
before you reach the very top, where you see like sitting on the top of the church, like in the center of a peak, just Michelangelo, just cross-legged. He's got like a orange kind of bandana on that's just blowing in the wind. You hear the kind of rattling of like his puka shell necklace.
His puka shell necklace.
I'm just gonna go and sit in front of
completely-
him. I'm gonna go and sit in front of him and wait for him to acknowledge me. I don't want to disturb his meditation process, and I'm sure that he'll sense my presence. So
Sitting there, you see like a small strand of drool just dripping down.
is he asleep?
Nirvana.
Mikey.
He's just meditating. He's just meditating.
The cough.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
I was having the most radical dream.
Yeah, you're drooling. Anyway,
Yeah, I was dreaming about this thing that Donnie was talking about. Yeah. Welcome back, eh,
thanks.
Tim?
My mom is staying in the glebe.
Oh, your mom.
Yeah, just so you know, she has some... I sent her to her room so she could do some real good thinking.
You're mad at her, yeah. Why? It's alright. It's not easy to make words sometimes. I'm just mad. Do you want to sit with me for a while? What time is it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Is it a monk thing that you don't know what time it is anymore? Or...
I can see the sun is like a little, maybe noon, yeah.
Sure. I don't know why I'm mad at her. I think I just am right now. I think I'm just mad at her on behalf of someone else who doesn't think he's allowed to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of stay out of sight. Lex says if, any of the ship hands come to the church, they're probably going to be a bit weirded out by the turtle in there, so just kind of being up here for now and feeling it out,
I can dig it.
Yeah, I'm supposed to ring the spell in a minute or two or something. Want to help?
Oh, we're back to that.
just for a bit, I guess. People really like it. I don't know why. I get really excited when I do the last one.
That means the workday is over and the party can start.
Right.
Party on.
I think we should be on a 4th or something right now, if I recall.
I'll go do it. I'll ring the bell when it's time, and
I'll just hang out with Mikey.
You flying kick the
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I put my arm out. Actually, I just reach. Get touch it. I get 10 feet away.
So you guys haven't heard it for a while, but you do hear the bells chime.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill with Mikey for a bit and meditate. I think.
Okay.
Nirvana.
Davina is going to track down guys.
Okay. Where are you looking first?
Probably.
Or are you asking around, maybe?
Probably the Solar.
Okay. He's not there.
No?
You do see Casper. He's sleeping in one of the chairs. Bottle of empty wine nearby him.
Can I go and check out the chambers?
Classic.
Also not in there.
Classic drinking.
Okay, so then I go downstairs and I ask.
Okay. Ask around a little bit. Oh, I believe he's at the, what are you calling it now? Heartborn School of Magic or Wizard or something.
Okay.
The old guild, King's Guild.
The old guild?
Yeah, him and the, can't remember his name. He's like a cat guy.
It doesn't matter.
They're fixing it up and trying to get it looking a certain way. I guess there's no need for the guild or something anymore.
All right.
A bit weird.
Well, thanks. I'm going to go find him.
Course Master Davina.
She likes that.
Wouldn't it be
Mistress.
Mistress Davina?
Miss Davina.
That's what
Don't
sexy
do
guy.
that to me. Don't make her sexy to stepmom.
Exactly.
Sister.
Sexy.
But
She is sexy.
Stepsister, though.
Who's Master?
No, half sister.
Half-sister.
Half sister is very different than
Lady
stepsister.
mix.
Lady Davina.
Lady Mademoiselle.
Yes.
You're right.
But yeah, she
Lord guys.
heads her way towards the school.
Okay. So yeah, you see things are... It looks like the building itself looks relatively similar, though. I'll say you see a ladder kind of over top of the door where the sign... There's a sign above it. There's half of the words written. And you see guys standing on top of it, a bucket of paint. And he's kind of
Which building is it again?
The old gold hole.
It says Heartborn School of Magic.
Oh, that's so cool.
I wonder what that word was.
I love it.
It's right next to
I
the
just
bakery.
look up and
You hear
smile.
this kind of oh, damn it!
I'm like, you missed a letter.
Hmm? Oh! She slides down. Davina, you're back!
Gives him a
It
hug
says
and
shul.
a kiss.
He rubs your belly.
I guess,
Starting to get big.
I know.
I mean, not big, just
I thought it my.
Everybody holds their breath.
Some ways to die.
I know, I just
there's a difference.
didn't even notice until Johanna pointed it out.
What are you carrying there? Holding the staff, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe duh.
I know, I was like, what do you mean?
And this, I got pregnant again.
So I found that, so we killed the hag.
He doesn't even know that.
Oh.
So that's a relief.
I thought you were fighting orcs. And,
We were, but then
Yeah, we're kidding.
just happened to be in the neighborhood.
Actually, yeah. Actually,
kind of.
Yeah.
We just
Well, I'm glad that you guys did it without me. It's totally fine. I didn't want revenge at all anyways.
it was gross in there.
Look, if it helps, I didn't get the killing blow, so.
I didn't get the killing blow.
Not you, me.
You're not there.
Oh, I'm here.
You hear that? Guys, what? Oh, as Rare kind of comes out around the corner. Hello, Davina.
Hi.
Been a while.
It has been, yes. We just got back and yeah, the place is looking great. How do you feel about this?
Well, as long as I can be of service for now.
Are you going to do some teachings of magic?
No.
No.
I'm just here to help out Gaius with some of the construction. We
Okay.
are looking to change the. Maybe we should show you and come in.
Yes, I'd love a tour.
Maybe I will let you handle this. Actually, I'm going to grab some lunch.
I'm just like, great.
Good to see you, though.
You as well.
Yes, let me move the ladder here. Opens the door. See the kitchen here. We'll pretty much keep the same, actually. And upstairs, we're going to put classrooms here and put a little bit here. And then we'll use the training room here, more or less as the same, as the few targets will be good for cantrips and firebolts and all sorts of good tricks and such. I'm very excited, actually,
That
about the
is,
prospects. And I feel like maybe this living area here can be kind of like a lounge zone or something like that for maybe people to study and
I was thinking
connect with one
study zone.
another. Yes. It's all coming along, though.
It's exciting.
I'm not really sure what we should be doing for the upper floor. I was thinking maybe there's a few rooms up there we could convert for the teachers to stay and live within.
Yes,
so-
like a boarding, kind of like a boarding type.
Yes, exactly. I personally would be more than happy to take up the reins in that regard.
I know.
Yeah, it makes
She's
sense.
she's just like excited that he's
It
excited.
makes sense that that's not his baby. It's a fucking virgin right now. Look at him.
Just getting nerd. Very excited about.
I got it from him.
It's been years since I've trained an individual from the beginnings, and
Solution
There's-
the last one?
it's the only one I've ever specifically trained in the arts of magic. There's just something about when it finally clicks for them. That's just the first time they prestidigitation something, or the first firebolt that actually leaves their hands in the direction that they intended. When they finally tap into that weave.
Hopefully. It's easier. Well,
Oh, undoubtedly,
Yeah.
sir. Undoubtedly. Myself, I felt my powers here. I was, well, as we all know, too excited to not use them.
oh, I know somebody who's just like that.
Yes. It's very exciting. Just to, anyway. But maybe we should have a little peek upstairs and I'll show you what I had in mind. Now, it would be quite separate from everything, so there would be plenty of noise separation as well.
Great.
So kind of like flicks the door closed behind you.
And I grab his hand and we head upstairs.
To show each other the bed.
I was gonna take it on my dad, but no.
Well, you're welcome to.
Actually, no,
You don't know
you
what's-
said it. You have to do it.
No.
You don't know what's happening.
Do it.
Guys, I'm home, father. Father, I'm home.
You go in.
Oh, God.
It's not noise canceled yet.
Sister.
Sister, mommy.
My stepsister is my stepmom. No.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not pretty.
They're not married yet.
So you guys are doing that. Anything else anyone needs to be doing at the moment?
Are we going to the docks?
Yes, I'll go to the docks.
We should check in on Mr. Chris Farley.
So you four are going to the docks?
Correct.
Okay, so you guys make your way down there. We see, let's assume at some point you'll see Douglas. He's probably around where the,
When's the last time we saw this guy?
like,
When we got off the
months
ship.
ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like 3 months ago.
See him, he's grown a beard since then, let's say. Just because. As you kind of, you hear that like, well, you know, we'll need them time, it was 6 of
Fairly.
these or so. Wait.
The beard looks good on you.
Oh, hey there, lords and ladies.
Kushagra.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to speak too handedly. Maybe we should go up to my quarters upstairs here in the dock house, where we got a little more private speaking areas. You know what I mean? Speaking.
Oh, yes, I'm picking up your drift, as they say.
Yes.
A few things to go over book-wise, of course. So you guys go into his quarters, like pushes a whole bunch of shit out of the way as he's
How
like,
subtle was he? Was he speaking with lords and ladies of Avondale?
no, there's not really anyone around. He's just a weird guy.
Okay. All right. Good.
You guys have more or less been briefed on things somewhat?
As far as Lex could, we came to...
The big one, here.
Yes. We came to get the official rundown
Scary
from you.
fellow.
As these docks are yours.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 120%.
I'd like to also see the manifesto of the ship that just came in as well.
Oh, sure, yeah. Let's see here. Let me come around here. Oh, sorry.
Come in.
Sorry, it's a bit wet.
Of course it is.
Okay, let's see. The ship is going to be...
He's also sweaty, fat guy.
You got everything marked on here that they taken to the castle?
I got some of the specifics, mostly import goods of typical regard. Let's see here. Tools, few weapons, mostly raw materials for other sorts of things, papers, inks, that sort of fun stuff. And as well, we've been able to load up the ship with all of our, as you can see, the docks are quite clear these days, compared to last time he was around here. And all of that is pretty much loaded right up onto that bad boy right there. Few 100 pounds of, a few 5,000 pounds of that. Quite a bit, actually, if you'd be interested. But I was instructed to allow them passage and to mum is the word on about the whole free Heartport thing. And as far as they're concerned, this is still under nation control.
Do you have a list of the people that came in?
Let's see here. Most of them are just soldiers, in fact, other than, of course, the captain. And captain is of the nation, from what I understand here. It's going to be Tomás Salvo.
Salvo?
As in Ecomat Salvo?
No, as in Thomas Salvo. Captain, the ship is the King's Hold. Large cargo ship.
Coincidence.
It's been here before. I've actually taken in this ship a few times in my days. Usually comes around once a year, into the summertime, or in this case, slightly before.
Where's the captain?
Well, as far as I remember, they're all staying in the Feed Breast at the moment. And most of the crew are sleeping still on the ship, as far as the evenings are concerned, and the daytime, I believe they're busying themselves with some repairs and what have you. From my understanding, there was more than one ship alongside them on the way here that did not make the trek. Small frigates.
Sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar, yes.
Yeah.
Except for this one wasn't attacked.
Well, Captain did mention that they came under attack by some either pirates or forces of Rodolph. Either way, unmarked ships. They lost them after the battle and figured they'd head back all the way here and try their best to make it to land.
The captain, is he a human?
Yeah, human. Rather skinny individual, big bushy beard, long hair.
Correct, big bushy beard.
Bit of a stickler for the rules, would be my guessing.
Yeah.
I don't really talk with Thomas too much. Involved business, you know.
Maybe we should have a little bit of business with this.
Perhaps.
Tomás.
It's an idea.
Well, yeah, like I mentioned, he and the likely find him at the breast.
Did we get enough for the city to keep it going for even longer?
Oh, I'm sure, plenty, yeah. Yeah, a few goods did make their way, of course, to here. Wasn't gonna let those go. But most of which was packed up and carted off a few days ago or so, to maybe 100% on that.
Did the ink stay here?
I believe a good portion of it was sent off to the the bookstore.
Oh, to the bookstore. It's like,
I imagine a few made them way to the general as well, just for ease of use. But a large shipment of other things as well, clothes and have his garments and other things of boring sort.
Items.
Not likely.
Just pulling your leg fairly.
Oh yeah, right. An entire crate of plus 12 armor. My apologies. Yes.
Wow.
32 AC.
oh,
The nation got all of them.
Does not, administer
His light
disadvantage on
armor.
stealth
Garcia's
checks.
gonna wear 9 pairs.
For a second, I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, oh, it's a joke. Okay.
Oh, Kushagra's house is up there too.
Yeah, man, so cute.
Right, well, that's fantastic news. I think it might be time that we do go head over to the breast, perhaps find and talk to our man. But I might have some other business to attend to before approaching that subject.
Well, it's almost dinner time.
Almost, not quite.
What time is it?
Oh, it's maybe 1 or so.
I thought it'd be
Past
later.
lunch.
Okay, well, I guess we'll take the afternoon and we'll try and catch him in this evening around dinner. Well, let's meet for dinner at the Faded Breast.
Sounds lovely.
I guess I'll go find Timdell and you're welcome to join for dinner as well, Fairly.
Oh, I certainly can eat.
It's on us.
I might have to take you up on that, but I'm honestly a little uncomfortable around Thomas, and if he's gonna be there, I might just, I can, get loose lips when I've had a few drinks.
Alright, well, rain check.
So
Hey.
surprising.
I'll let Tim know. Feel free to go do your errands. Tim and Davina, sorry.
Right.
So we'll
No,
meet at
really my
the
errands.
we'll meet by the brass at the brass around supper.
Yes.
And we can fill. Are you going to fill Tim in?
I'll fill them in on what happened, what we found, and give her the invitation to dinner as well.
And we can discuss what kind of. We can kind of brainstorm what we want to do.
After dinner. That'll probably be the best
Not
time.
that I want to interrupt too much here, of course, but I have had a few individuals who are looking to try to get passage and sail on off back to the mainland. How would you like me to handle that? So,
How many names?
3 individuals who come up to me and
4 counting the one.
just
that we
inquiring, mother and father and an older fellow.
Are they all related, or are they separate individuals?
I didn't inquire about them. I didn't recognize them at first, but I do know them perhaps to be around here.
Could I have those names, please?
Let's see here.
I'm gonna pay them a visit, but not in an evil way.
Not any. Oh, snap.
The smile just does
Unexpected.
creepy
Evil is
smile.
neutral. It's all love and war. So I heard you wanted to leave.
No, it's time to leave for good.
Oh, you'll never leave back here again.
I have a place to put the bodies now.
Let the bodies hit
Your
the
body
floor.
will float back to the mainland eventually.
That'd be fun.
So-
evil campaign next.
That would be
Says Kaylin the mother.
Okay, so
Victoria
one
is
second.
doing one.
I have nowhere to write this down because my book is empty. Last page is full.
Okay,
This new one isn't.
Wow.
I'll write on this for now.
give me a second.
Well, maybe someone that is literally a doc. You're getting late.
It's true, and I...
So Kaylin,
Kaylin, mother. Corbanta, father. And Galdaris, the older fellow.
Galdaris,
Galdaras.
Galgadus.
Galdaras.
Galdaris.
Garanto.
Oh, I know, if I recall that, yeah. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there have been fellows that have been living here for a long time. I do believe Galdaris, grandfather of these folk, came here a long way ago on the ship and had these 2 while he was over here, and wife since died.
Yes, thank you. I'll go talk to them. Eventually. Actually, I guess I can do that this afternoon while everyone's doing errands. Yep. don't know what I'm going to say.
So,
We'll find that.
where
We'll
do
find
you
out.
wanted to leave?
I mean, we've always given the impression that, like, it's an open door for people who want to leave.
Yes, but that
That
might,
was before the war.
And that was also them not going to the mainland.
yeah, that might change soon.
Yeah.
Depending on what we talk
What we
about
do with
later.
the ship. Because if we're not going to just send people away if we have to man the ship.
That money that I gave to Gaius to get ink, did he get ink?
Yeah, most likely.
A, are you asking him this during sex? And B, are you gonna take it back from him?
No.
Oh.
I just wanted to make sure he got some because I gave him money for it. This is out of game.
Did you buy
Hey.
that?
No, but like,
Just kidding.
Did you ever get those groceries?
We really
Did you ever pick up milk?
Guys,
my thing is actually more like, oh, you didn't? I would like that money back.
I think they didn't get it.
Where's my money?
No,
Where's my money?
It's just to be that.
I just wanted to make sure that he got it for the school.
Yeah,
It's an
absolutely.
investment.
I've got 10 books with his name.
But yeah, that was out of game, by the way.
So, as you guys leaving the dogs, Bear, what have you been doing? You've been with them. That's right. What's the next
I
step?
do want to go find Jasper.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you'll find him around the keep. Actually, he's probably
Yeah, I'm done
floating
meditating.
around,
Bye, Mikey.
floating around the blacksmith.
I'm just gonna
Probably
slide
still.
down the roof.
But yeah, you managed to find him at some point or another. Let's say he's at the blacksmith today. Actually,
Yeah,
just
actually, that's
tinkering
where I was-
around, to be
that's where
honest.
I was gonna go to find him anyway.
Yaspit. It's
what a method actor.
It was.
immediately. Yatsper, I have a fart.
I forgot that like during the hut, he would just like fucking hotbox the hut with
Yeah.
his farts.
I'm so sorry about that, asshole.
I got scared and I thought.
So here I'm kind of like tinking around, like, oh, you darn freaking thing, are you dead? Oh, there we
oh my
go.
goodness, watch your mouth.
First time.
I recognize that, boys.
God,
He spins around, he's got soot all over his face and stuff. Gives you a big hug, squeezes you, it kind of burns you with a few coals.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Holding coals.
We just he's got like tongs in his hand with hot coals. Oh yeah, 1
In
second.
the eye of the hot poker.
and you teach people.
Just about finished. I'm doing
Safety is not what he teaches.
Apparently not.
Which is funny because that's what my IRL dad does, which is great. So
Yeah, that's.
1 second. You're back.
I am.
I'm so happy you made it back. Heard the best. Not a single or passed through the last few days.
We turned him away.
You see the traps that we all put up.
I shouldn't
Woods
say
are stuck for.
Kushag turned him away.
We did it.
I was there.
What?
you witnessed it exactly. The witness the glory.
The orcs are gone for now. They're gone.
Okay, so. God, it's unbelievable news. It really is.
Do you have a second to step away from what you're doing?
Oh. Yeah. Takes a bit of water and just. I'll be safe like that now. I want to be catching any off-guard fires.
Well, not my workshop.
And here Wayne's kind of like, where are you?
Yeah, I'll pay you later.
Don't worry about it, Wayne. I'll come and clean it up after.
For a walk. Take him outside.
Alright. Just a nice day all day. Haven't been outside all day.
Johanna is here in Heartborn. We were able to rescue her from her position, and she is recuperating here at the
Where?
church.
Where's she?
At the church.
Did she say anything?
She asked about you.
And?
I told her about you.
And?
Then she asked if there was a ship leaving port anytime soon. But I thought you should know that she's here. And she's here. And I told her that the decision would be up to you if you wanted to see her or not. So she will not seek you out unless you seek her out.
Well, you know what? I don't have to be that smart to figure that all out.
I am visiting her tomorrow, if you'd like to come with me. But, again, up to you.
And she didn't want to come and talk to me, or?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know if she did, because I didn't give her the option to. Because I think that you should be able to be the one to decide. If it was up to me and she had done what she, well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what happened. She didn't break an oath to me, but it's up to me if I want to talk to her or not. She knows that. So I thought it should be up to you too.
She just wants to leave then, eh? I am going to talk to her, because I have to. I can't leave that unfinished. I thought about what to say, but I think I might know. She doesn't deserve us. I've thought about it a lot, Tim. I don't know if she ever really loved me. I know she loves you, but I don't think she cares. I don't know if she knows how. Whether she wants to or not is up to her, but I'm tired of waiting for her to start caring. I've tried. I thought when we were apart, maybe that distance would make it easier. And when we got back together, maybe it would be better. I don't think that can happen now. I don't blame her for what she did, but I can blame her for what she is doing. I always thought she was a strong one. I guess I was wrong. I could survive a walk through the woods with you.
Well, you actually did that one time.
I guess so, yeah.
But you did the other times.
Think.
Everybody's died.
Or think
Get left out?
that Davina was there. I should make her something.
I'll help.
Where is she?
In the glebe. I can show you to her room if you want to come see her.
Yeah, let's go. I don't want to wait.
I think the conversation you're going to have should be between the two of you. I don't think I should be there. I think... Oh my god, there's a rain cloud somewhere. I can hear it.
It's the grass now! It's coming!
Sorry. I had a lot of cabbage for lunch again.
Oh, is that what that smell is? I thought it was Krishagra's frog.
Well, I had some fish oil with it and stuff too. So
What do they feed you here in the keep? I thought you had like a bunch of good stuff. You're eating cabbage and fish oil?
Fuck yeah, my man.
It's good for your stomach.
I'm telling the police.
That's the smell of bad stuff leaving.
Some toxins.
Really good.
Detoxifies.
His body is a temple.
Temple of death, baby.
You don't know.
Would you maybe walk me there?
Sure.
I don't even know.
Let's go. Just make your way. You stand out front of the entrance. You kind of like, all right, Tim. I love you.
I love you too.
Let's go for dinner tonight. Somewhere nice. Maybe the lodge.
So, nowhere here?
Oh, have you ever had...
Kitchen.
Oh, I've actually never been to the Hunter's Lodge.
Have you ever had one of Luke's cocktails?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, girl, let's go tonight.
Who are you? You haven't changed.
He's obviously been around probably Brian way too long.
That's actually funny. I like that.
He's awkward.
He's the guy that's just in the corner while they're all like chatting.
And he's like,
Maybe
nobody
I'll find
noticed
something
me.
nice to wear. We'll meet up for dinner, you and I.
Okay.
We'll say supper time.
Look, I don't know about the plans. Sounds great.
See you there.
Good luck. Don't. Do whatever you want.
I'll be nice.
You'll be nice.
I just gotta get a few things off my chest.
They go fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
scared
go,
of.
fuck.
That's what I'm scared of.
We'll see you there.
Okay.
I love you, Tim.
You too.
Gives you a big hug. I gotta do this, though.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye.
Goes inside.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Tim. That's not a very long list. The shit
I
I've
wouldn't
seen
fuck
you
my
do.
mom. Let's just say that.
But it wouldn't be his mom.
Don't talk like that.
If you want to be a husband, you gotta think like a husband.
Don't worry. She doesn't deserve it.
That's right. The body is a temple. Temple.
Cabbage.
That ain't shit. All right, girl.
Reeves open the door.
Get it all out now before you get in there.
It's a holy place.
I just push him.
That might have been my last one.
All right, get in there, young fella.
Go get him, Tiger.
Ow.
All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh, Timdell, there you are.
Oh, hi,
I'm looking
Timdell.
everywhere for you.
Oh, I've been-
Very important meeting tonight. Dinner at the Faded Breast. Don't miss it. We have a meeting with the captain, and we have to debrief you on everything with Lex, and lots to go over. Lots to go over.
So many important things. Absolutely pivotal that you are there.
Cancel all other plans.
Cancel. There's no other plans but this one.
Time.
7.
I'm gonna pull one of those like you know in the movie where they like.
Excuse me, I'm going to the bathroom.
I have to change your thing.
I have to go to the bathroom.
It's white tie photograph one place and it's Faded Breast at the
Boy,
other.
Tim, you're going to the washroom a lot.
Yeah, I had a lot of cabbage and fish oil.
We gotta do that.
There's
Yeah, that'll
a lot
work
of
its way
rocks.
through you.
There's plotted rocks.
That's a place that none of us
Oh,
have
yeah.
Hey,
You guys
we'll
didn't
talk
like the
about
name.
rocks.
You were like,
No.
fuck this place. Let's go to the breast place. Let's go to breast in the name.
His breath.
The
Already got
marketing
breast in it.
works.
I've already
Anyway,
won.
It's like Hooters.
I just agreed to go to dinner with my father, but I will
Berkey breast.
postpone
Well,
it. We will have a nightcap, and that
the others have gone to do other errands, and that's just our rendezvous
I
point.
can hear Davina from here.
Oh yeah, the window's open.
Is that what guys say?
It's like a turtle.
They're walking by like,
That would not be happening. William.
Guys, it's definitely a bottom. He is. Oh no.
he's a power bottom.
He's about.
No, he's not.
Casting mage hand.
He is a power bottom.
All right.
No, he's just a
No,
bottom.
he's just a bottom.
Just a bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Serious news,
Yes.
which we'll discuss
Yeah, at
not
dinner
in the
time.
streets.
Right, at dinner time.
How did things go with Mikey?
Oh, good. Johanna's staying in the church, and Jostic is talking to her right now.
Oh. Like talking? Or talking?
I hope they're not talking. I hope
Okay.
they're talking.
All right.
What are we talking?
No, you wouldn't
Talking,
know. It's an adult thing.
Thought you were a baby.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. We'll meet as a rendezvous I'm sure we can manage for you to
fine.
have dinner with your dad.
I'll figure it out. I've always wanted to do this. I've never had so many plans in my life.
But yes, for now, just if you see any colors of the nation, assume that they think that this is still under Avondale rule.
Interesting.
As we suspected. Just be discreet. As
That's
you are.
my middle name.
Oh god. Why did I say anything? What are you walking?
Hello, sir.
What are you doing?
Like a wall.
What are you doing with your arms?
I don't know. I'm not used to walking yet.
Okay.
This is how I discreetly left.
Yes.
Don't you remember she used it all the time? Bro?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's say, I guess it would be weird to go at 9th bell to the Faded Breast since it's supposed to be 10th bell that you're off work and you're going to go to the Faded Breast for dinner.
They're an early seat, who knows?
Oh yeah, they ring the bells now again.
I would have to write that.
Yeah.
Another part of the ruse that's been going on. Anyway, keep your head low. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
What else are you doing this afternoon?
I'm gonna go to Grissom's and see if he has any rejuvenating potions.
Oh, actually, I need to go to Grissom's too.
Would you like to come?
I would, but first I just need to grab Davina. Did she go to see guys?
I don't know. I left immediately.
She usually goes to
She
see
very likely.
Well, I'm heading over. I'm heading over. To
Oh,
the
you're
keep.
here. Hello.
I assume that we're all still.
I split up with you guys.
Oh,
You said you all had other
Well, do you
or
have
I
stuff
did.
to do?
I was
you
heading
had
to the
hands
keep.
to
So,
Yeah, the keep on you?
Yeah.
Maybe you were with him then?
Yeah, okay. We
Yeah.
that's all they got.
Well, I'm on my way to the keep now to go. If she's there, I can send her towards Grisom's.
Or just let her know about the dinner later on.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yes.
Is there anything you want at Grissom's?
No.
Great.
Vignar, where are you?
Well, at the keep. Vignar would have gone to like the kitchens to get some food.
Okay.
And gone to the war room.
I was just
Let the sheriff out.
Oh,
So you just stayed in the keep when we did the
Yeah.
debriefing with
Yeah.
us. Okay. So you didn't come to
No, he was at the docks, but then just split.
Yeah.
to the
What
back
you
to
did.
the back to the keep. Okay.
Just ghosted.
Good. And you're going again.
No. I know.
I know, I was like, echo.
You're
I'm gonna
going-
get. Well, Ink. I was also gonna commission some daggers and go to Fancy Francia's
I
to
have
maybe
like
get.
10 daggers.
But I want them to be leaf shape.
Oh, right.
Why? What's the
I know, I'm like, what are you doing?
Get too excited. Get too excited.
It's gotta be like leaves.
So,
Fantasy boner!
so we're gonna have to blur that out.
Two big black boxes on top.
Okay, to Grissom's.
Yeah.
To Grissom's. There.
Why did I do shopping?
so as you guys kind of branch off a little bit, each going your separate way to do a little bit of afternoon shopkeeping, what have you,
Revelry.
that is where we will go end our
That is
session for
acceptable.
tonight. Many World Masters Heart of Mora is recorded in Chibuktuk, in Mi'kmahi, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This territory is covered by the Treaties of Peace and Friendship, which recognizes Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqiyik title and establishes rules for what is to be an ongoing relationship between nations. We are all treaty people and proudly support working and cooperating together to create a peaceful community where we can all live our best adventure.